able to deal with this bindweed other than like you can combat it, but you have to keep pulling, pulling, pulling,
Yeah.
pulling every
Yeah.
single year. And it's almost impossible for me to keep on top of it because it's so prolific in my yard. And most of the time I just go, just leave it. Just what am I gonna do?
Right.
Nothing
Yeah.
about it.
I think I
So
watched something on it and about getting it before it goes to seed and everything, and it's just really hard, like you said, hard to keep up with.
It
Really
is
hard to keep up
horrible.
with.
yeah.
That's why you see like a lot of properties where it's just totally taken over here,
Mm.
and it's like if they don't pull it, then
Can you
or
burn?
mow it.
Yeah, can you burn it?
You can burn it, but it doesn't take care of the roots, and it still comes back.
That stinks.
That's what most of the things you burn.
Yeah,
You
right.
burn the top at the bottom.
Yeah, true.
Even blackberry, you burn
Hey,
it,
Tamika Davis.
it comes
How you
back.
doing?
Good to see you guys.
Hey.
Hey, Thoms. How you doing?
From my discussion with both the military people and the fish. They have
When it
found-
comes to weeds, I'm just too old to be pulling weeds all the time.
Sweet Thumb, I agree. Yeah, me too. It pulls your back while you pull the weeds. It pulls your back.
Yeah.
Or the back of your thighs. If you're not.
or Leon Johnson.
Jesus.
We need him right now. Hallelujah.
Is it a call from Jesus?
Is it a call from Jesus? 'Cause
Jesus just call you.
the world needs more of Jesus right now.
Yes, we do.
That's right.
Oh, backroad hillbillies. You're brand new
No,
to me.
Hey, back road.
That's my brother. He
Hey,
figured he got to
you.
talk to me 24/7. And I ain't talking about nothing.
That's what family's for. So
Yeah, I
I
was
have
just
weeds
thinking
all over
of
my
goats.
head. Goats literally keep blackberries from coming back. Yes.
I know. That's why I want to get goats.
DC was
Mhm.
saying, DCBs, I think, was the one who was saying that some of the goats need to be trained, though, to eat them because they don't naturally go for them. They'll go for the easier things that don't have the thorns, I guess.
Well, the thing with goats
just-
is if it's growing out the ground, they're going to eat it regardless.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
even trees. I
Yeah.
was like
Mm-hmm.
so surprised to see that. There's a short going around with a goat that befriended a horse, and he actually uses his hooves to get the horse to go places.
Mm.
And what do you think he gets the horse to go to? The fruit trees.
Hey.
So he can
Oh,
nibble on the
nice.
branches. Yeah.
Well,
No, I'm
but,
seriously thinking about getting goats for just patrolling, like
what kind of barn you going to have for your goats?
barn.
Yeah.
What kind of jail are you going to make for your goats?
I'm going to tell you firsthand.
Okay.
Get metal, aluminum, or whatever. Don't use wood.
Because they eat the wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if they got enough food out there, they'll still eat the wood of the barn.
Huh.
Wow.
Good to know. Good to know.
Wow.
I built a wooden barn out for them, and they had food constantly. They had
Mhm.
hay, but
Mhm.
I guess this is a different flavor.
Right?
So they could start chewing on the barn and stuff. They put a hole in the barn. Then when the dogs came along, the dogs start tearing up the barn, and then the goats went inside and start eating the inside of the barn. Man, I need to starve y'all.
Yeah, I want to run them on the property and have them like take care of like areas that you can't get a lawnmower in or a bush hog,
Right.
So
Well,
I might put some electric fence around them and say, "Go get it."
The only thing with that is whether you got electric fence, whether your deers have horns or not. Because if you got electric fence, they'll get caught up in that wire and they'll pull it down trying to get away.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Well, I've always seen, well, I haven't always seen, I saw, and Laura watches them too. David the Good used rebar and
Right.
just hooked them where he needed them in the
Right.
area he needed them.
Yeah, I
And
might
then-
do that.
I don't when my goats were, I don't have them now, but I'm gonna get them back. But whenever my goats are born, that first week, their horns are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Believe it or not, horns are a problem when they get bigger.
I
Yeah,
bet.
yeah.
I bet. Yeah. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that's good for you, Duncan. Then you don't have to rake them all
Oh,
up.
that's awesome. Backyard.
Yeah.
Hillbilly.
Get the roots in there.
Same thing with pine. They love pine needles and pine
Wow.
bark.
Oh, I got
Actually,
lots of that.
it helps them with worms and stuff.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
they love. They know when to eat it and when not to eat it, and majority of the time they'll tear it up.
Mm.
Yeah, they do need their mineral blocks.
Yeah.
That's right. I've seen that too. Thank you, Duncan.
And
Favorite goats.
when you get goats, you need to know what kind of goats you want as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because if you're getting milk goats, you don't want your milk goats eating everything on your property.
Right.
Yeah, because the milk would get weird. It'll take on those flavors, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
You
it's
have which ones, J3? You have the ones without the
Nubians, the big long ear,
big
Nubians,
long ear. Okay.
because
Those are good milk goats, aren't
yeah,
they?
they're good
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah. So are you getting them for milk?
I originally got my goats for therapy. That's why I originally got them
Oh, okay.
because I learned I could talk to my goats and my goats would look at me and smile like they actually understand what I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They were better than going to the military mental health doctor. So
Yeah.
Right.
I started keeping goats after that and just fell in love with them.
They are a very loving, like accepting animal. Like, you know,
Mhm.
they're troublemakers, but they're also I've seen so many age groups be around goats.
Right. If you get them at a certain age, you can actually train them.
Mhm.
My grandson, the oldest one, he used to be in there with my goats all the time, and
Oh,
he push, play, and act crazy with them and everything. And I had one goat that really didn't know him. No, it was another female goat that didn't know him. So when he walked in, she would headbutt him in the stomach
oh,
because
ow.
she didn't know him, but the other goats knew him.
Oh
So
my goodness.
we had
You
to
have
get
to-
her trained, and they like to know who's the boss. So that's one of the reasons they do it.
Oh,
They want you to think they're the boss, but you have to take and bust them in the head, and they realize they're not the boss.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
Yeah, I
goats.
need to learn a lot about goats.
Yeah,
I mean,
goat. I rather have goats than
Then sheep.
yes, most definitely.
I heard that sheep are like
In the
sheep's
butt.
milk is almost like cow's milk, though. But I couldn't imagine milking a sheep. Their udders aren't.
I
They're
have a
like
lamb. I have a lamb, so I don't have to worry about that.
What kind of lamb?
He's
What breed?
a male goat.
You better not milk.
Yeah, I have a male one, so I don't have to worry about that.
Oh my goodness. But didn't you have like the larger one for 4-H? Was that
That
the
is
larger one?
the one that you see in my video. That's the one for 4-H.
Oh, okay. Well, you were dealing with
I was
like
back then during 4-H. He was getting fed like 3 or 4 times a day, and now that 4-H is over with him, you only get fed twice a day, and that's it. Morning and evening.
there you go. Yeah,
And
that solves it.
if you see the earlier videos, it was
Mhm.
more hair that you saw than flesh.
Duncan said
Oh,
they can
okay.
be mean. Sheep can be mean.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Justin Rhodes sheep.
That was horrible.
They always have hoof problems.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah. And that whole first group that he had, he didn't realize about the parasites parasites coming up the grass early in the morning, and they all got a heavy parasite load and died. They were dying one by one. And
Well, you have when you deal with goats and sheep, you have to realize there's a lot of things you have to do just to keep them safe.
right.
Yeah, they can go out and graze and everything, but like DE
Mm-hmm.
on the first of every month, my sheep and my goats got DE in their food.
To clear it out.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's any parasites and all that stuff coming along,
Mm-hmm.
it'll get rid of it. But then I also give them shots. I forgot the name of the stuff, the medicine. I give them a shot every now and then to make sure there's nothing wrong with them.
Got it.
And
Yeah.
when they're
Is it the selenium? Maybe the selenium shots, because I know sometimes.
don't make me lie. It's in the refrigerator.
Okay. I won't.
I keep a medical bag. Well, since the
make
goat's been gone, I took the medical bag out of my truck. But as long as I got goats, I have a medical bag in my truck.
Mm.
But with the goats, their hoof grows. Them toes can get out of they can get out of whack worse than female fingernails.
Yeah.
And you just have
Yeah,
to.
my sister has goats, but
Yeah, you need to keep that squared away and make sure they don't get anything up under that because that'll rot out and you get a hole down there and you get blood and stuff. You just have to baby it.
Yeah. That's what I don't look forward to if I ever had. It's the hoof care. That's so they just the sheep will tend to just bowl things over. Is that what it says? My goats stayed in the field with just barbed wire, but couldn't keep the sheep in with woven wire, like they were like a bulldozer.
Yeah,
Or-
they push things. Even the sheep I got here by itself, he'll stick his head through. I think these are 4-inch. It's cattle panel, and what it
Mm.
is, he'll stick his head through it, and they just got that power to push.
Wow.
And they're like getting the grass outside the panel, and they'll just keep pushing until they can't push no more.
Oh, okay.
They're just good at pushing.
That's the same thing with the people who keep tortoises. Tortoises will do that too. If you have anything around, they'll consider it like a challenge. And some of them, it depends on their personality, will push it. Because I was watching one guy talk about his tortoise that considered the barbecue an enemy and would like push his barbecue all around and try and get it out of his area. Like it was like, this is my area, Mr. Barbecue.
Funny.
Yeah.
Deal with
Wow.
just barbed wire, but could
Yeah,
keep
that's the one I put up. That
Yeah.
Duncan had both too.
Yeah.
And that's what as long as you feed the sheep and the goats, if you got them set to a certain time that you come and feed them, they will always be in that area at that time, especially when they see you coming with something in your hand, they're gonna run to you.
My pigs are the same way. They are waiting by that gate. They're like, hello.
Right. Did you
What you
find
got? What you got?
the pigs also push till they get out? Have you had any of that issue at all?
They test
Hello,
the wire
Tampa Creek.
all the time. If I don't have the wire up and they know it's not working, they will be rowdy and try to get out and all kinds of crazy stuff. And all I do is I just kind of put my foot forward and touch their nose and they back off. I don't and so I just kind of, like I'll put my foot like here's my foot and I raise it up and just touch their nose and they back up because their nose is so sensitive.
Oh, that's a good tip. That's a really good tip. I forget what type of pigs you got.
We have
it's a cross, right?
It's a cross, yeah. It's I can't even think right now.
I love those ones that
was it Hampshire?
Yeah, something Shire and something else.
Yeah,
Berkshire.
Yeah, you're right.
Berkshire and something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good mix. So.
Did you see that from Tampa? Or you want me to pop it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that on here or you need to talk to me on the phone? Which one, Tampa?
Just don't call him now because Jesus is called and that's enough.
He hung up on Jesus, so you know he ain't gonna talk to you.
He ain't got time right now. He ain't got time. Jesus and his brother or his brother Jesus. He was like, not now. Talk to you later.
I'm talking to the ladies.
Hey.
No,
do it like that. No. Lord comes first.
That's right.
Thank you.
I've heard that too. And there's smaller pig and like an easier starter pig is what I've heard.
What is?
The Kune. I never.
The Coonies.
How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah.
We were looking at Coonies. The problem with Coonies is they are. And so are Idaho pasture pigs. They're
Mm.
both easier to start and both
Mhm.
easier to work with, and they don't till your land. We wanted our land tilled, even though we're not going to do that now.
Mm.
But their grow out time is a lot longer because
Oh,
they're
really? For such a small
Mhm.
pig? You would think
Mhm.
it would be quicker.
Yeah,
Wow. But also not enough meat, like if you're really trying to build up your pork
they're
quality.
fattier. They're really
Oh.
fatty.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. I've heard they are friendly. What
Hello,
about
Lisa J.
the
And
Mangalisa?
Hayes, how you doing?
The
Uh,
Mangalisa is supposed to be the
the
primo pig
best, right?
because yeah,
Is that the
because
one that Jess and Maya had that had the
mhm,
curly
mhm,
hair? Okay.
yeah,
Those are
yeah.
cute. I need more pigs. Duncan's saying us. It's like people are putting things on their shopping list, but instead of at the grocery store, they're like, "Yeah, pigs. Okay,
Pigs, yeah.
yeah, I'll take the roast and the bacon and the yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try to do one every 2 years. And I think we're gonna stick with well, we thought about like getting pigs and breeding them and doing all that, but I kind of really like the idea of just growing them out every other year and just be done with it, not keep
Yeah,
pigs all the time.
yeah.
So,
But then again, like if you can't get a hold of more pigs, it's like in this time, it's hard. Like it's hard to.
yeah,
That would be a hard decision when you're at that crossroads.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. That would be hard.
yeah. If the something hits the fan,
Mhm.
hmm
Exactly. I don't think I'll be keeping pigs though in my future. I don't even know if I'll get out of here and be able to keep like chickens for goodness sakes.
well, the nice thing about like the Idaho pasture pigs and stuff like that, they'll eat grass, and so it's
Oh.
um,
So you
and
really don't
so
need a lot of stuff to feed them. They will just
yeah,
they'll graze like a cow.
hmm
You need land though. You need
yeah,
land to keep them.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what too. You don't want to overcrowd the land with animals.
And as long as you do some research about, there's some good videos out there, and I saw one about how you can get your pigs what they need from the land and from like stuff you can grow yourself
Mhm.
instead of like one of the things that they need lecithin and you can get that in corn cobs, not actually the corn
Oh,
that a lot of pigs get for food, but the
yeah.
cob.
The cob
And
is
I give my pigs corn cobs, and they love them. They go nuts over it. They'll stop eating their corn
yeah,
based food,
uh-huh.
and they'll go to the corn cobs.
Because their body needs that nutrient,
Hmm
maybe. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, you got beat up by a mama pig a couple years ago? Yeah, I could see that you would want a break. She says, I like to just grow them out too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mama pigs can be. I mean, when we picked up our pigs, Mama pig was practically jumping the fence because we're taking her babies.
Oh,
So yeah,
yeah. I am not, yeah. I don't want to deal with that. That would, yeah, not be good. I definitely, I know, of course, I want chickens. Don't know if I want to even deal with rabbits unless we're in a cooler climate. Because I know you can put like the ice things out with them and everything, but I don't want them to suffer.
right.
Like I just don't want to do that to an animal.
I think even better than ice. The ice does work. I mean, but I couldn't imagine like here
Yeah,
having rabbits in Oregon where it got over 100. Like for a week, it was bad enough watching them suffer during that
right.
time. But I also put
Mm.
misters on them, and I still have those misters, and I was just using them on my.
Oh, okay.
I
They
put
don't
them.
get like pneumonia or anything from the
No,
misting?
no,
Okay. Uh, Tuck wanted to know if you do anything special to the corn cobs for the pigs. I don't, it's like
nope.
a waste product that they eat, basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why usually farms always had pigs too, not just for the meat, but that they were great garbage disposals.
Mm-hmm.
They were
Yeah,
really good about processing all the leftovers.
yeah. We give them a lot of leftovers. You can't. I don't give them onions. That's the only thing I really don't give them.
Oh, okay.
They say that they can't have meat,
If-
but everybody I know feeds their pigs meat,
Okay.
so I don't worry about that.
Right.
Hey, Dolores.
I would love. Hey,
Right.
Dolores. Good to see you.
Hey, Dolores. Hello.
I
Welcome
loved
in.
your art series, Dolores. That was really cool to see some of your artwork. She does some really pretty like graphics work.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
She had some real short premieres because it was like we got in there, said hello to people, was admiring her artwork, and it was like all done.
Cool.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah. So she's a smaller channel. If
Not like our premieres where they're like an hour long.
I haven't done one yet. I've been on here 5 years. I have not done one premiere yet. I guess I should try one. Maybe see how it goes. I'm just
When we
not-
have a big event, we like to do a premiere.
Yeah. Well, and Maureen explained it to me as far as it gets the momentum going. I think
Yeah.
Yes.
we were all talking about it, and you might have said it too. Like it gives it that boost. And
Yeah. So if you got 10 people watching and this premiere is an hour long, well, that's 60 minutes per person. You know,
Right.
and so that's like 600 minutes if everybody starts and stays the whole
the whole
hour.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, like even if they don't stay the whole time, it all makes a huge difference. So
Right.
Yeah, it does.
And I would become the chicken lady. I think that's the only
Mm.
concern I have about
Mhm.
chickens.
Yeah.
Is I would want all the chickens. I would be like looking at the poster of all the chickens to see which ones and cross like the poster off like, oh, I've had those and I've had those. I'd end up with this like enormous flock of mixed birds.
I would be the same way if my husband would let me, but
Yeah, I don't think.
he's like, we don't really need any more chickens.
Should I add you to the stage?
Yes,
Miss Marie
please.
Washington?
Hey,
A double dip here.
double dip.
It is a
You're
double
on your
dip.
phone and yeah.
Yes. Well, because continuing with my there are such good people in the world.
Yeah.
I had to show you all this. So I got home today and my farm sitters who were here to water everything, keep everything alive, which they did, and the chickens alive.
Sweet.
Well, one of them, she is an organizer. And so I have to show you what she did like within a day or something. I don't know if I can turn my camera around,
Carrie.
but so I want you to see what she did. I don't know if you can see that. She came in and totally cleaned my entire studio.
Wow.
So there's these planter stands. I'm not sure. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not sure if you can see it. I don't know how to
Just
edit
get closer.
avatar. No.
You're frozen right now.
Yeah,
Probably-
it just froze.
Sorry, yeah, because the Wi-Fi doesn't like it out here. So
Oh, okay.
so there's that, and so we're gonna go back to the door. They put up this wall
Oh, cute.
Wow.
and move this dresser here. Then they had another friend from our church bring this entire big wall unit, which they got for free.
Wow.
And then there's
organize
my
it.
dryer, and then she moved my my racks there, and then she made my piano, brought in a carpet, this
Aw.
little chair. Can you see that still?
Yes.
That's so sweet.
And then
I need an organizing
there.
friend.
I came in to this. Yeah. So big now.
It does. Up, you're out. You're in and out.
Oh,
'cause
so
the
she said,
Wi-Fi.
this is your drying. Oh, yeah, that is the Wi-Fi.
Like centers. She gave
Anyway.
me centers like when we were in school, and I would make centers for the kids.
Mhm.
So cool. Right? Duncan's like, we all need. Duncan's like,
Yeah, we
"Me
all need
too."
one of those. I
Oh,
need somebody to come out and do my
hey,
pantry.
Storms. Welcome in, Storms. Tuck was saying, do you gather, I think, like it says mass for your pigs, the acorns, like different things for them?
Yes. Yes.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
If it's already there, like, why not?
Yeah.
I know. Can she come house this for us all? Like, can we?
Yeah.
Bring? I used to do stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm blessed that I've got actually. I'm going to go off of this one. I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, I used to be that friend. I could always organize other people's stuff easier because I didn't have an emotional attachment to it. So
yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is so much easier, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Like to hang out. I would hang out with my friend and I would organize the room for them while we were hanging out. At that, but
yeah,
do it for myself.
No. Well, actually, with my friend, I had actually asked her, I said, in the fall, come and help me and we'll reorganize this. So while I'm gone, she went and did that.
Dolores, you too. Aww. I think that meant to be night instead of nice. Have a good night, Dolores.
Thank you. You have a good night too, Dolores. Yeah. And so, and my sister-in-law is the same. Loves to come in, take apart things, organize, get things into containers where it needs to be. And so this friend that came, her name is Monica. She is one of the sisters that came and weeded my yard as well.
Aww.
Like, so it's like, yeah. So, there are people out there who are just so loving and kind, and they just want to, and you go, that makes a huge difference in my life.
Yeah.
Right.
Huge.
Yeah.
Right.
Huge difference in my life.
Yeah.
And it's like
people like that. I can't even like go out and meet people. So yeah, kind of. Yeah. But that's amazing. Well, I have to say, like when we were fostering, there were you could call up because we fostered through a Christian organization, and they would have people. And this wasn't for respite, but they would have people, if you had an issue with, like, say, your house, we had this guy for free come over and install our kitchen faucet. So I didn't have to do it. Plus, I didn't want to do it because, it's just a lot more involved with switching over the faucet, the kitchen, because it was one of those pull down. I had never had one of those pull down sprayers. It was always to the side. It was always to the side. So, yeah, that was really nice. He just came over and did that for free. But, man, I've never had anybody, like, come over and just organize. I mean, when my mother was alive, of course, when, I had Hannah, she was doing our, helping with everything, meals and doing the wash. And I kind of missed that with Malachi, but when he was a baby, we were still in the fostering process. So he was still going out and going for visits. So I could get that stuff done when he was doing the visits. But
and now you have to have your eyes on him,
24/7.
Anytime he is awake, you need to have your eyes on him.
Exactly. So respite or friends like that would be wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, that's so hard. Well, they speak my language, but I just haven't found the right people group. And and I'm exhausted. Like on the weekends, I don't want to go out and be among people too long. I'm tired. So tired.
So that's the reason why she began YouTube, was to connect with people. Yeah. Right. And that's one of the things is that for me, this is one of my enjoyments, to do your live on Fridays and mine on Saturdays. Right. It's like you start connecting with people and, and it's just like they become your closest and dearest friends, that and so I've been gone for 5 days, and because it's been this nonstop, either I'm helping or I'm, trying to recover from the heat or recover. Exactly. It was like, I wasn't even, talking on our Facebook group much, I would, glance a little bit, but it was like, and we were, I'm connecting with my sister-in-law. So we're staying up till 1 or 2 to chat and stuff like that. Oops, I wanted to go look at Duncan's. My small house was organized to the max, but we being in this big farmhouse for over 13 years, and I still can't get it organized. No, and it's like I've said to my sister-in-law, you need to hire yourself out because you make such a difference with people.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
So. I probably would love to work for a company like that if I didn't have Malachi.
Mary, I said hi.
Small homes force organization upon you, don't you? I
Yes,
I
they
put
do.
stacked to the ceiling, all labeled. What happened to me? Yeah,
Right? That's how I feel, Tuck. I have totes
yeah,
stacked, but nothing's really labeled anymore, and it's crazy.
hmm yeah, yeah. Thank you. I felt really touched last night when
Me
I
too.
popped into Carol's live, and she's like, it's like, I'm lamenting that I don't have Maureen here. And it was like, and
Yes.
Homestead Aquarius putting my face on here. She's here.
Yep.
It was like, wow, what a group. So,
Yeah,
you know,
You know,
that's awesome.
hey Barry.
good to see
Yeah,
you.
so the same thing. Most of my friends are YouTubers.
Right?
Mhm.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you weed through the good ones, you find some good friends, and some of them
Yep.
you go, "Well, I'm gonna just I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep you at the acquaintance level. I'm not gonna
Yes.
let you in too close."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that's really nice for Anne is that,
Mhm.
we get to be a part of her
Yeah.
life and know that her
Right.
Mhm.
husband's in Iraq and
Yeah.
and pray for his safety and
Yes. And
Exactly.
mhm. Oh, Tuck says, I want to live in a warehouse with rows of tables so I can just see everything. And I'll know where everything is at all times.
yes.
I
Yes.
like that. I just wish I was younger, Tuck, for that, so I could
Mhm.
make a skating rink in the middle of it and like live in like a old Home Depot, and then everything would be organized, and I could
Organized.
have skate parties.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
cool.
And for
I think
Barry, he's hearing wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
I don't know even what happened. I had a label maker. It just all went downhill. The label maker
Mhm.
disappeared
Oh,
somewhere.
Mhm.
I have a
Yeah.
label maker too.
Yep. I loved that thing. I was so
Mhm.
excited. That was when Hannah was little though too, and we had far less things. Like
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
like that. I don't know if it was a commercial for laundry or something where this is a big ball of stuff and it just keeps accumulating. But laundry seems fitting, and it's just getting bigger and bigger, like
Yeah.
snowballing as it goes down the hill. And I'm
Mhm.
like, yeah, that's kind of like stuff through life. It just
Yeah.
Mhm.
coming on.
Mhm. Mhm.
I know my mother-in-law, I love her to death, but she keeps on, I like chicken stuff, right?
Mhm.
So she keeps on buying me chicken stuff, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
like, and they're all collectibles, so you don't want to get rid of them.
right,
And
right.
so it's like, oh, but
Mhm.
but
Dynamo
Yes,
label maker.
that's why I
Yes.
think I had the dynamo. I think
Yeah,
so.
my sister-in-law, she moved away from the little label maker, and she just goes and buys the sheets, and
Okay,
then and prints them off that way.
on
So
the
so
computer. Yeah,
on
I'm
the computer.
not that.
Yeah. So that was, and
I need
then
the label maker because they're easier for me.
I know because you have to go. Okay, I got to delete that, delete because
Yeah,
yeah,
I've already done 1 to 4, so now I need to do 5 to
yeah,
10, and
yeah.
right.
so.
And I usually
Mm,
offset it wrong or something, and it's like you
Mhm.
get the label is here, but your printing is like
And if you offset it on the label maker, you can just cut off pieces.
right and center it again. You know the
Mhm.
game. Yep, that's
Mhm.
so
yeah.
true.
Well, the one that she uses an actual it's a template. So then it makes
Mhm.
it. Okay, so I just
I,
went to look it up to go, what was 33 degrees Fahrenheit? Well, that was 91.4 is what we were working on
thank
in
God you got the fans. That's
yes.
terrible.
Yeah, it was
There
93
he is.
degrees.
Barry, you called him up.
I had to get comfortable too.
Yeah, yeah, of course. That's right. You had to have your talk with Jesus because he comes first.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, that Jesus be calling every hour on hour.
Oh my.
He always wants to talk.
Mhm. Oh, white gorilla tape and Sharpie for labels, crude but effective. Absolutely, it is.
Mhm.
Totally.
And if you buy like a multi-pack of the gorilla tape, then if
Mhm.
you misplace one, you still got more.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
shipping tape. For some reason, when my daughter's looking for shipping tape, it's like, okay, we just
Mhm,
had it the last time. Where
mhm.
could it have
Mhm.
gone? Yeah.
You got a waving hand there, J3. Waving hand at J3.
What up, Storm? What up, Storm?
My kitchen is so full of chickens and roosters. My daughter asked me if I
Oh!
had enough.
Yep.
Oh, whoops.
That word.
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Oh boy.
Pause.
Mhm.
Well, it took a man to let
And
me
you tell
know.
me your daughter said that to you?
Wow. Yeah.
Mhm.
Jason,
My
I think
goodness.
she's trying to tell you something.
Probably something.
Yeah.
Sit her down and have the
Anyway.
talk with her, Duncan, even if she's 40. Just really embarrass her. Kids always like that. Honey, do we need to talk about my sex life and how it might affect you? And I like it. Nothing will clear the kitchen faster than
Yeah.
Yeah.
that. Birds and
Mhm.
bees. In the
So
same
Tuck says, I put my shipping tape in the same spot for 5 years, so I only lose it twice a year.
Yeah, that's kind of like me, Tuck. Yep, pretty much.
We got a good laugh out of Brenda there.
Yep.
Mhm.
You know, it's like we're gonna have the little talk.
After
So that
that,
we know what's appropriate and what's not. So I'm gonna embarrass you so that you won't bring this up to me again.
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll come up as soon as I need something, and
Mhm.
he won't let me have it. Mom, you remember when?
Yep.
Pretty much. Pretty
I used
much.
to just tell my daughter I was going to go put on short shorts and dance in the middle of the mall and point at her. And, she ever misbehaved. It sunk in. I was joking, but she took it seriously.
I have a friend. She did the exact same thing. Her kids were fighting, and probably on the way to school. And she said, "You guys don't stop fighting right now. I'm going home, putting on a bikini, and I'm going to come and dance at the next assembly." Those kids just. And mind you, she also, one of the other things she did, they were fighting in the car again, and they were at the mall. They were probably going to go to the mall, and she told them, "Get out of the car." And they were not little, but they were little enough. So they got out of the car, and she drove away.
Oh
my goodness.
No, she just drove around the block, right?
Yeah.
But again, it made them go, our mother left us. It's like, get out of my car. And so off they went. And this was, we're talking 30, probably more like 40 years ago when life wasn't as dangerous to ever leave her kids. But yeah, and so they totally believed her that she was going to come to the school and dance in her bikini. And it was like, they stopped fighting. It was like, you guys keep doing it. This is what I'll do. And they were like, never, never, think that an Italian mom won't put down, do what she says, what she's going to do. Not an Italian mom.
Right. Oh, Storm's rubbing it in with the ice cream. Oh,
Storms.
One of my love languages is ice
Well,
cream.
what's wrong with that, Storm? I'm eating iced blueberries.
Yum.
Those are good. Those are really good.
Yeah, I could always make another smoothie with my mulberries and bananas. That was good with some moringa hidden in there. Yeah, I bet, Tuck. It's just as hard.
Did you email me?
No, I didn't. No.
Okay.
For the honey?
No, for the meringue.
Honey? For the what? For moringa? Oh, for mulberry?
Mulberry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mulberry.
You gonna just send her some cuttings?
Yeah. I'm writing
cutting or a tree or a bush, whichever.
Yeah, that's what I need to do with the cuttings when I cut my
I want to do a tree and like plant it close to where my animals are.
Yeah, perfect.
And so,
So your animals can eat it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Whatever falls in, they get to eat. Yeah.
Pigs and all that. And I heard it makes a nice sweet jam too.
Not a problem.
It does. I made jam with it. It's really good.
Really? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Very good. It was one of my first jams. First was mango, and then the second one was mulberry.
Mm.
Very good.
Peanut butter in this chocolate ice cream. Does somebody want to kick Barry out of the live?
I know. Exactly. Oh, I did see a recipe for it's again Passamaquoddy, who's awesome with finding links. It was peanut butter, yogurt, and then you freeze it on a stick, and then you dip it in chocolate, and it's basically like a frozen Reese's.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I can't
That's
have it.
amazing.
I can't have it, but it sounds good.
What about a frozen banana?
Yeah, I can have that.
Chocolate?
I could have that. The dark chocolate, as long as
Mhm.
and not too much sugar.
And where are you going to go, Barry? Where are you going to go? You're going to see yourself out. And where are you going to go?
That's right.
What you're going to leave? You're going to leave my live stream and go to Carol's?
He's
She's going to say the same
Yeah.
thing. You're going to leave
Yeah.
Carol's, go to Laura's. She's going to say the same thing.
Yep, totally. Yep, that's right. So some people would add maybe a little sweetener to it. I didn't see them do that because Reese's, those big Reese's, for the longest time I was like, why do I love those holiday Reese's so much more than
Since we talking about it,
I love the bunnies.
Oh, it's like that. Oh, it's
trees.
like
Yeah.
that. I think
You know what I
we might
like?
just have to
I've
remove
discovered
J3 from
recently.
chat too.
What?
Sugar-free Reese's.
What?
Oh,
Sugar-free Reese's cups.
What? Like
It's
make
yummy.
yourself or
No.
Oh,
No.
but what's in it though? Is it sucralose or what do they use?
I don't know. I should go see.
Yeah, because some of that stuff makes me sore, just like sugar would. But
who wanted the dark chocolate?
oh dang me, please.
Oh.
Oh, the world's finest are the fundraiser chocolate. Is that the fundraiser chocolate?
Yep.
That's the best chocolate. Come around once a year at the schools. That stuff was so good.
Mm-hmm. Are you going door to door, J3?
No,
The grandson.
my grandson.
Mhm.
When they was finished with that thing, I had over 80 bars of candy.
I bet.
This is what
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen the zero
Oh.
sugar. I wonder what they're using. But anyway, to go back to, I love the eggs, all the holiday Reese's. And I
Mhm.
said that to my friend one time. She goes, "Oh yeah, you love it because they whip more sugar into it." And I'm like, "Well," she's like, "Yeah, that lovely fluffiness is more sugar." And I'm like, "Oh,
Of course, there's soy in here.
okay. Oh yeah, all their
Yeah.
stuff is soy now."
Yeah. So
Hey,
J3 Anne says, "Oh, he's going mouth to mouth, not door to door."
That's right.
And we got to go back to Barry because he goes, "I'm going outside to eat the blackberries until I get sick." So there, what you gonna do?
Right.
He's just.
I-
Is
actually-
it getting hot for you over there, Barry? Is the temperature high? Is that why you're having these little temper
I know,
tantrums over there?
That's what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
the
Don't we
same reason.
always end up with more of that candy than the people around the block when our kids are selling
When your
that
kids
stuff?
are selling it, yeah.
Right? It's like, it's okay, honey. I'll buy some from you. All
I'll
right.
buy the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mommy will buy a case.
Every
Sugar
time, let me
alcohol.
see. When he's in 4-H and beta, and when he starts selling it,
You see that? It's the sugar alcohol stuff.
when he starts selling candy,
Yeah.
the first box he actually sells. After that first box, I end up getting it.
Mhm.
I get tired of, man, leave me alone. I just go ahead and buy it. How much is it? Oh, that's $60. Okay, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah. TCBs, I get you, but our body is also a temple of the Lord.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
sugar, a lot of sugar is man-made, except for honey, and maple syrup. They kind of, but maple syrup is modified by people too. They cook it a long time to get it down, condensed like that.
Okay,
But
I think I'm going to start doing lives where I'm going to ban people eating on the live.
Well,
no,
Like,
we need to do.
come on!
This is a sugar-free live.
It's like you need to be able to put it through so that we can. Okay, thanks. I'm going to
this
have a
is
little
a
bite.
natural live. No sugar, nothing added.
That's right. He's at
Mhm.
least eating the frozen blueberries and
Mhm.
only tempting us.
I know, but with the here, look at I got chocolate.
And you're right. On some
That's
channels,
right.
I'm banned from eating on channels.
Oh my!
But we're not going to get into that.
I should. The problem with this stuff, though, is you eat too much of it, and as all of a sudden you're all bloated.
Yeah, and you have to poop. That's why I was
Yes,
asking
it
you.
does. It's a natural laxative.
Mhm.
That's why I was like,
or
which
unnatural
one?
laxative. It's a
Yeah.
laxative.
It's a laxative.
Oh,
You're
so
right,
DCB says
DCB.
that's good grandpa. Plus, he's always got his bribes with for his grandkids.
That's true.
That's it.
yeah.
No eating allowed.
Yeah.
I know. That was me.
That's right.
But I have to say that was what I think started to trigger the migraines besides the pressure was I got a pepperoni, that plate that night. It was a barbecue rib, pepperoni, but it was supposed to be gluten-free, MSG free. And then I hadn't had Cabot cheese in a long time, so I got BOGO Cabot cheese. My husband would eat it. I knew if I didn't had some slices of Cabot, yeah.
I don't know what Cabot cheese is.
Vermont. It's from Vermont. It's just like
Oh,
they have all different types.
fancy.
It's
fancy
not. It's
cheese.
like one grade above the Kraft. It's not.
I was about to say because I didn't know what it was either.
Yeah, it's just from Vermont cows. But yeah, it comes all different types. We usually get the super sharp cheddar. I do too, but I can't have dairy.
Yeah.
Because
dairy is not your friend.
Dairy is, not my friend because it's hormonal. Like people don't realize it's, hormones no matter what. It's cow breast milk, basically.
Yeah.
So sorry, I can't.
You got to specify it's cow breast milk.
Yeah, I got it.
No, just cow milk is good enough. Yeah.
No, it's cow breast milk.
I just read a post, I think this morning or yesterday, it doesn't matter, it's a blur, where it was somebody who has chickens, and I think they do farm tours and stuff like that. And there were some people at their gate that were there early, and they came and they said, "We heard that you sell chicken milk."
No.
And
what?
And so she was thinking like, oh, he that funny, you want some eggs, right? And then she, before saying anything, in her, like this is in her head, she realized, she goes, no, they were dead serious. Someone told them to come to her because they could get chicken milk. And so she actually took the and it was like mom, daughter, grandma, mom, daughter, and brought them over to the chickens and said, there are no teats on the chicken. It will not give milk. And they were just, what? You can't? And they said, yeah, because they said they couldn't bring cow's milk or whatever. And she said, okay, well, let me explain. She, the fact that if you're getting unpasteurized milk, most people can digest it because you're getting everything that's in it. But anyway, these were people who someone told them. And so someone was pulling the wool over their eyes, and there they went out and they go, we should go get some chicken milk. We should try that chicken milk.
Hey, Perfection Baking. Welcome in.
Perfection Baking. Thank you. Hey, Aid.
Bacon. How you doing?
DCBs. Yeah. For me, it's not even about the A2. I know some people can eat that, like drink the A2, and they can do it raw. I can't. I love it. This part of me up here just loves it. It gets the belly, and disperses, and no.
Yeah, I still couldn't.
That reminds me when I first came to Georgia in '77. I told my grandmother, I said, that chicken's pregnant. I just saw it was hanging at the bottom, and I said, that chicken's pregnant. And everybody just laughing at me and everything. My grandma said, babe, chickens don't get pregnant. Chickens just lay eggs. I
Mhm.
said, but the chicken pregnant? Nah, that chicken about to lay an egg. Oh,
Chicken pregnant for about a day.
Mhm. Every day almost.
Every day. Yeah.
Can you imagine being pregnant every day and pushing something out every day?
No.
Mm,
You
Chickens
know
are
what?
amazing.
They are.
they are. They are amazing.
But now that makes sense why they're so cranky sometimes.
Yeah.
Like little velociraptors
that's why
that
the
want to
chicken.
eat.
That's why the chickens are females, right?
Well, there are the roosters, and those can be real.
Rooster, not chicken. Rooster.
Roosters are nasty too. They can
Mhm.
be really mean, but
Yeah.
hens,
Well,
yes,
you call
hens,
them pullets too.
Yeah.
the
Oh,
pullets.
the
I thought it was
pullets.
when they were babies, they're pullets.
Yeah, they always pulling something.
Oh
Uh,
no comment.
so I still have Gracie May is still broody. I did put her in just before I left. I did, you know, um, segregate her in the chicken hospital all day, and she just perched up on the top of I had this wooden planter, and she just would stay there. And I'd let her out. And usually, when she first would come out, she'd go and take a dust bath. And I thought, okay, we might be breaking her. Nope, nope, nope. And the whole week while I was gone, she was still in that ding dang thing.
Wow.
So my farm sitter, she lifted up the nesting boxes just so that there's air. And one of the chicken babies went, "This is how I get out." And like we put a screen with some black garden cloth on it, but you can get out the sides. But I've never had anybody go and go, "Hey, this is how we escape." So every day, this one chicken baby was out. So when she'd come to put them to bed, there would be this, "Oh, I have been out," but she didn't destroy my yard or garden or anything like that. So that was good.
She just wanted
My,
to.
my goats do the same thing. My goats always tell you, you'll sit there and say, "Now, how did y'all get out?" They'll say, "Just watch." You sit there, about 5 minutes later, they'll go show you how to get out.
Mm.
Oh, DC, you were only 4 when it pinned you in the coop. Oh,
Mhm. And that affects people. So
it does.
emus are bigger. I bet you make more milk than
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
how about
check
is that like an ostrich? An ostrich is, I think, bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Emus are
You
like
get-
smaller ostriches.
They're
I
a
think.
little smaller. Yeah, they're like smaller
Okay.
ostrich. And you get oil from them, though, that's supposed to be very healing. But I don't
Oil.
want to be pulling no oil out of it.
They ate in there.
What kind of oil you get from the emu?
I think it's from the same sack that the birds go back to take care of their feathers, which, is back near the back side. So, yeah, I don't want
Their oil gland.
Yeah, their oil gland.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see most birds preen themselves, and that's what they're doing. They're going back to the oil gland to rub it on their feathers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, that just doesn't sound like who got that job. Who even thought of that at first? Like, let me just
a messy job.
put that on my hands because they're arthritic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, preening gland. Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
Or maybe they just, they were doing something with their emu and they accidentally got it on their hands. And
True. Yeah.
That's some WD-40.
Yeah, emus. Yep. I love
from
my
emus.
WD-40.
So
Great.
DC was saying that he really liked. They ate that rooster, so he figures he says, "I won."
Totally.
Yeah. All right, I got to slip away and go put those ladies to bed. I
Okay.
will be right back. You guys can hang out.
Is it night or day where you at, Maureen?
It's 9:00 p.m. right now.
Right.
Is it dark outside?
It is not dark outside.
No.
Oh man.
No, we just went out with her. I don't know. Yeah.
But it will turn dark fairly shortly. And like when I was in Alberta, it was still quite light at 10 o'clock, and I went, oh my gosh, I'd have to be putting my chickens to bed at 10 o'clock. Ooh.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
So
Not
it's just starting for dusk.
It's lighter a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Go.
So
get
it'll start to change. I'll go get them to bed. I'll be back.
Get to bed. We'll sing them night song. Yeah, I've never looked up prehistoric terror birds, but okay, I will. I guess maybe. not sure. Maybe tomorrow morning before. I don't want to see that before I go to bed.
Speaking about bed, I think I'm going to have to drop out because
you're getting tired. I can see it. All right.
You're getting sleepy.
I'm getting, well, I'm on all kinds of antihistamines because I have
hives.
Problems with hives right now.
Right.
So I'm just.
Get better, young lady. Get better.
Yep.
Right. We'll see you
night,
guys. God bless you guys. Bye.
God bless.
Bye. God bless.
Bye.
Yeah, what was that? I just saw Perfection Baking say. Have you had horses before Perfection Baking?
No, ma'am.
I was talking Perfection Baking, but if you haven't had them either, my daughter rode for many years Perfection Baking, and they can eat you out of house and home. All their care.
Mm-hmm.
We used to talk about horses having staff. They have a staff because they just require a lot. Not to mention getting those hoofs being taken care of and having people come out to do it. Yeah.
When I was stationed at Fort Stewart, they had a spot where they keep animals and stuff. They back in the 85, 86, 87, stuff like that. They had 2 camels they brought from over yonder. They used to keep camels on there, and I used to go back there and ride horses. One day I got on the horse, and he stopped and turned around and looked at me like I was weighing about 600 pounds. Man, you better act right.
Yeah, Hannah had a little pony that she would ride. They were matched very well together, and he started to have hock problems and act up. But we didn't know that at that time that he was starting to have that. And she took him to competition, which it was therapeutic riding. So it was, kids that aren't competition kids. It's just therapeutic riding competition. Actually, it was Special Olympics. And she made that. He was so naughty. He picked up a plant right before they were to weave through this one obstacle and threw it. He grabbed it with his teeth and threw it. She's like, "Oh, really?" And she's this tiny thing. She just made him go right through it. She's like, no. I don't have time for this right now. And she made him walk it. And then she made him back up into a box. And I was shocked because here was my tiny little quiet daughter having trouble with speech. And we're trying to help her out. And I was like, yes, look at that spirit in her. Look at that.
But the animals get to know their owners.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just test their owners.
Yes, indeed, they will. Yeah, J3, I guarantee it's dark as a dungeon in this valley right now. I bet, Storm. That's the thing that's always startling to people from the suburbs or the city, because we have so much light pollution that when you go out into the country and it's like, oh, I just need to go get my keys from the car because you're visiting somebody like my friend who I went to see in Vermont. And I was like, I can't see my hand in front of my face. I'm like, there could be a bear out there. I'll just, never mind. It's okay. Somebody can take the car if they want. It's
just stand still until somebody come get me.
It's pretty much how I felt. Go towards the porch light.
Oh, but when you're in the country, you know to have lights on your house that you can control, turn off and on whenever you want to.
Yeah. For sure, I would have those floodlights going and cameras.
And most of them have some dogs out there.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, it's expensive lawnmowers. I missed something there. No, yeah. Oh, it's a huge undertaking, a horse. And then if, God forbid if they bloat. That's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not trying to, I don't want to talk you out of it. There is therapeutic horses, which are minis, but they need to be worked with well. But they're lovely. They're absolutely lovely. And we've been a part of, a woman has a bunch of minis and she'll take them into nursing homes. And we did for an event. We led them around the event. People got to interact with them. Oh, good night, Tuck.
Good night. Good night.
Have a beautiful house.
First time I went to South Carolina, I believe it was.
Mhm.
I went with my mom's boyfriend. He took us down there, and we was at his parents' house. They had a horse. It was a white horse, and when trucks come by, he
Uh-huh.
would jump the fence and run after the truck like he a dog.
What?
And he couldn't keep up. Then he come on back. All
Oh,
right,
wow.
well, since when do horses chase trucks and stuff?
They lie. Some of them, if you get an old retired racehorse, if they go up where the truck is on the road and they see any sort of line, that's how they train them, like in sprints. They will
Mhm.
run the line and they will just take off. They warned us about it with the horses when we would be doing trail rides. Like,
Hmm.
oh, no, no, we don't go over there because there's electrical lines and they'll train them against the electrical lines sometimes. Yeah, I haven't ridden a horse since Hannah was riding. Hey, howdy, Garden. Good to see you. Glenn, that looked amazing. Glenn had on Facebook that he went someplace where they had all different types of mangoes today. I wanted to get out and do that. I know, angles, langa, all different, all different types.
We're gonna let that go.
Okay. I actually am supposed to pick up some mangoes from a lady off of Facebook Marketplace. It's not papaya, it's mangoes. Animals.
I got a feeling you want. I got a feeling you want to send me some mango.
I wish I could. These are like, it's a good price. They're $2 each, but man, it adds up when you want, because the season comes and it goes and it's over so quick, it seems like. Especially for
Yeah.
certain, if you like certain ones, they only bloom like at certain times of that season. They might be an early season or mid season. There are some that go almost the full season, the full mango season. And it lived until the power goes out here and surrounded by hills and forests. Yep. Mm-mm. Yeah. I think like places like yours, Barry, with the big cats, that's what scares me, and the bears. The bears and the big cats, for
Mhm.
sure. Anything that could eat me. And wolves, packs of wolves. We first got our donkey. He nipped me on the arm. Ooh, across the face. He's like, and he has been on. That's like that kangaroo that got clocked that was taking the dog. The man's like going to get his dog, and he just gave him right across the face. The kangaroo looked like, how dare you? But he got his dog back.
That's what you got to do to some animals. Because
Right.
my German Shepherd, when I got him,
Oh, nice,
he was
Glenn.
in the house. He saw everybody, and I took him back in the carport. And I didn't try to break his neck, but I turned his neck that he was almost in a little pain, and he realized I was the dominant one.
Right.
He held my pew pew right there, and I said, "If you bite anybody in this house, I'm gonna put a in your head." He never bought it. He never bit anybody in this house. He might growl at somebody, but he wouldn't. He wouldn't bite him.
Um, what? Hi, Mr. Pineapples. That's interesting. Yeah. Anybody want to take care of that? I can probably do it. Let me see if I can just do it from here. I don't know who Molly is, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry she's sick. I'm not sure how you found our place, but welcome, Mr. Pineapples. Where might you be from? Let's see how trolly he is. It might just be somebody from another country.
Mm,
But usually pineapples is aimed towards me from a certain group.
I can't. Is
You
he?
don't see him, Anne? Interesting. Oh no, he's not in yours, Anne.
Mm.
He's over at I believe in Divas. Or yeah. I'm gonna just take care of him. I hope Maureen doesn't mind.
I need to say praise God for saving President Trump
Yeah, that was
today, and
horrible.
prayer for those that lost their lives.
Yeah, there was one in the crowd that lost his life beside the shooter.
But I was seeing some of the stuff come on TikTok, and from what I saw, it didn't seem like nobody behind him got hit.
Yeah, it was like almost from the side. He was
Right.
talking
That's
and you
what.
saw him. So they were offside stage, it seemed like. And that's actually how probably more people did not get hurt, was the angle that he was doing that from. I don't want to like say the words,
Right.
but his Secret Service was able to take him out probably because he was at an angle
I saw.
and shooting parallel. Oh, I said the darn word. Parallel with the stage. It seemed like they were coming at his side of his, because you saw him you know, right?
He,
Am I wrong?
no, he went this way,
Yeah, he
grabbed his
went down.
ear.
Exactly.
So he went to the right, grabbed his ear, and then went
So
down.
yeah, so
But from the way he was standing, and I didn't, from the pictures that they were showing, I didn't see anybody in the back get hit.
maybe.
And if somebody would have got hit, somebody would have been dropping. Other folks would have been dropping to the ground
Right.
ASAP. I
Yeah.
didn't see that. So
I don't know where that other person was who got killed though. Like if we didn't see somebody go down in the back in the film, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what to believe anymore when it comes to all the show that we
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't either. But it just made my heart sad, and it made me like want to hear good stories, and that's why Maureen was starting off with hers, which was very touching and beautiful. I mean, I do have one beautiful story, but Maureen's not back, so I'll save it. But it has to do with Hannah's writing, because when she was little, therapy was very they wanted to put you in a box. And if you went to a therapist, it was like already almost pre-decided how they were going to treat you. And if you had like a certain thing, there was this treatment, this is exactly what we do. And there was like not much flexibility. It was very clinical back then. It's become more people oriented and the person that they're treating oriented. So yeah, it's a story about that. I got to remind myself to tell it. It's just short and sweet. But yeah, I know, just weird and sad and yeah, shocking. But The Simpsons had that on their cartoon, of course, that he would get pew pewed. And a dog that would let any blonde in the house. No way. How did he? I thought dogs. What? But he did by a preacher on the butt once. No way, Duncan. Should Yes, we do. I think it was, yeah, they were on. Oh, okay. That's coming out now. They were on a building. So he was definitely just aiming for him. Okay. It did seem off to the side. Instantly, one got, oh, that's horrible. Two were critically injured beside the one spectator? I didn't hear that. I didn't know that. It just made me cry. So I was already, yeah. And cry just because for people in general, like we don't need that. We need to come together more as a country and figure things out and realize the things that we do, the goals that we have in common. But of course too, there's always this, good and evil, and we're in the middle of that fight that's happening. In my opinion, this is my opinion. I am Dr. Carol from YouTube. I got my doctorate on YouTube. Yes. The hot king is right, and the one or two people that were hit. Oh, they were okay. DC's saying they were behind him that got hit. One or two people. Mm-mm-mm. I just hope none of it is, and I hate the term friendly fire. When the security had to take him out. So I hope he was up on a building or something by himself. It has been a rough day. I agree. You heard it in the news. Okay, yeah. Not many anything political. I just want to mention her. Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, we just, YouTube be weird about trigger words. They get triggered easily. It is sad, DC. But you know what? Every generation has had its upheaval and heartache. It's like they do it every generation. Doesn't seem to bother those special families. I can't really talk much about it because this is Marine's channel. I could say those words on mine. Oh, hi, Dark Paw. Hi, honey. Hello, Dark Paw, sweetheart. You be a good boy. You could be a good boy, Dark Paw. That's Barry's sweet cat. That's not so sweet outside, so he's getting. We have the community voucher starting for Essie soon, so praying we can get her music, ABA speech, and OT. Oh, I hope so too. I'm having such a hard time with that, setting that up. It's just that they seem to always change up the, what do you call it? Your insurance. As soon as you get your doctors all set up and, they fall off the insurance. And it's the same thing for the kids' insurance. Yeah, DC, it does seem to be. Okay, it was on the interesting. Yep. Exactly. And they're trying to get children to basically fight this fight for them. That's what's so. It makes me think, oh, I cried so hard, Anne. I was helping my friend out and I was cleaning her place, and I think that it was either the news of her passing or it was her funeral, and I just sat there and cried. Oh, his family was right there to see it happen. Oh, how horrible. I am so, yeah, we definitely need to offer prayers up. Hey, welcome back, Shawnee.
Yeah. Oh,
welcome back you too, J3.
No, I was just watching the video, and they said somebody else got hurt, but I was looking behind him, and I didn't see. I saw one person go down, but she was ducking. She wasn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. They'll tell us what they want to tell us and bend it how they want to bend it.
Watching TV because they want to lie all the time.
Me too. Yep. Oh yeah, did you see? They do have a shot. It was from. I saw Sky News was showing the crowd, and some of the people were flicking the camera off, because they knew, oh, you're going to tell your version of what happened, and they were mad. They were like, oh, here we go, the circus. Yeah, I was thinking that too, DC. I was thinking of him today, and I was thinking of Reagan when Reagan was, especially because Trump did the fist pump like he was still there, and I guess it was after they took out the assailant. And I thought, oh, Mr. Trump, raising your hand up. All I could think of was how Reagan got hit right through. It was so close to his heart. But okay, my good story now that Marine, you're
you
back.
Was around for them days. You was around then.
Yeah, I don't even remember how old I was though.
Oh, that was before your time.
No, and poor
She's
Brady.
just a baby.
Poor Brady. Brady got the worst of it. That was horrible. That was horrible.
Mm.
Oh, horrible. Yeah. Right. Well, I had a good news, and I forgot a good news story.
Oh,
A
awesome.
feel good story that I remembered.
Okay, let's feel good.
Feel good story.
we need some feel good.
So, like I was saying back then, when Hannah was young, and I needed help for her because she wasn't speaking, and she was doing the little, like she would do hand flapping and spin, and she had the signs of autism, but not so much that her doctor was like, PDD, NOS, maybe high functioning autism. But here I was, first time mommy, and this is my baby, and I'm like, well, what do I do? How do I help my baby? And all the therapists I talked to, honestly, most of them were jerks. I'm sorry, they were jerks back then. So I remembered that one of my friends had volunteered at a therapeutic riding center. And I'm like, oh, my little girl would probably love that, to go see the horses, and let's go see what, they do. And so I called them, and they, oh, come on over. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know if we can afford it, because I'm staying home now with her. Just come in, we'll show you the center. You can see what we do in the program, and, just come in, we'll walk you around. And I did, and I met everybody, and I met the person who runs it, and I took a tour, and I brought in like every extra cent we had, like, I mean, a bag of change too, like a bag of change. And because they had room in the program, they're like, oh, we're so glad, like we have an opening right now, just come. So we take a tour of the barn, and that's down below. The office is upstairs. And I was like, oh, it's lovely. Yeah, I mean, she would love it. She's loving all the horses. And they, of course, thought she was really cute because she was real little then. And I get back upstairs, and they're like handing me a paper. And I'm like, what is this? And they're like, just read it. And because I had filled out paperwork, they already had her name. And it was, Hannah Woods has received a full scholarship to ride in our program. And I'm like, I had to read it twice, because I was like, what? I just started crying on the spot. I'm like, are you serious? A full scholarship? And she's like, oh, yeah, just bring her, and we're going to start the new session. They gave me the times, and Hannah did excellent with it. It gave her confidence. Her speech started improving through it really well, because she has to speak to the horse. And it was just like one of those God things. Like right before she came home, you want to? There he is. Hey, Barry. Right before
Welcome.
we came home to homeschool too, we were short about 15. It's like, I don't remember if it was $1,200 or $1,500, and I was on this like $99 a month HMO insurance, and all of a sudden I got in the mail after I'm like, oh no, I don't know if I can bring her home next year and homeschool. The next day in the mail comes this letter. We've audited your insurance. You've overpaid by $1,600.
Wow.
Like, what? What? I've only paid my HMO fees and my monthly. Like, what? I'm like, okay, yeah, God, that's you. I'm going to go with this. And she's coming home to be homeschooled. So, yeah, we had those two things happen consecutively to let me know, she was meant to be at home. She was meant to be,
yes,
self-picked therapy for her.
Yes,
So, yeah, that was kind of.
No answers to prayers.
Hello, Barry. Thanks for joining in. You got a past good feel story?
Yeah.
Not really.
I know. I had to think about it too, Barry. It's okay.
You seem really quiet, Barry. Say something.
Yes, something.
Yeah, no, yeah, you are really quiet.
Thanks, perfection. Yeah, God is so good, Duncan.
How about it now?
Gardening. Much better. Gardening Warrior says, I was so blessed for Ellie to have a good doctor that saw her hand flapping, no smiling, and being such a quiet and inquisitive child.
Yeah. Her pediatrician when she was little noticed the no touching, like how they do nose, they can do mouth, like at a certain age, and she could do teeth. That was it, teeth. And he's like, she's a little delayed. And I remember being a new mom being like, yeah, you're a little delayed. Like, excuse me. She knows where her teeth are. She'll figure out the rest real soon.
Yeah, give her some time.
My stepson, when he would get excited, he would just we never could figure out what that was about. But
that's sensory. Yeah. That's sensory overload.
And he stayed on video games 24/7. So
probably on the spectrum.
Right.
That's a way. That's a safe place for them. That they can just kind of hyper focus, and the sensory stuff doesn't get to them as easily.
Hey, Duncan.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. But yeah, that was times when I would just I would go into some deep prayer because I had no idea that, that first child is like, what am I doing? They sent me home with something that breathes and I kill my plants. Where's the book? I need the book. Because I had read.
Don't worry. When you start crying, you learn quick.
You sure do.
You really do.
And neither of my children would go on to schedules. I was always surrounded by these moms like, well, I just have them on a schedule and I just feed them, we play, and then they lay down for a nap. And I would try it and try it and try it. It's like
after my kids were born, that first 30 days, they were mine. My wife didn't do anything for them.
Oh, bless your heart.
They even slept on my side of the bed in the crib.
Right.
After them 30 days, I thought I did a lifetime. So
right. Yeah, because that's the sleep.
Felt like it didn't.
Oh, that's hilarious.
The only good thing about it is I was able to take time off from, I think they gave me 30 or 40 days off.
Oh, wow. That's great for back then when you had
I was in the military.
Oh,
I was in the military.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, anybody who says they got their kids on a schedule, you just look at their eyes. They're all, bags under their eyes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
Who got who? Who got who trained?
Exactly.
Well, they're sitting there telling you that story, and they're like this.
I did have one. I got one of my foster babies on a schedule, and it was like, this is what it's like. Hey, Cece, sweetheart. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Cece.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was actually mine actually were pretty easy, and with Josiah, so he was my number 4, and like I didn't have very old kids to begin with. Like Marissa wasn't 6 till I have she was 5.5 when I have, or 6.5 when I had the 5th one. But anyway, I end up getting it's kind of like I end up with high blood pressure a week after I have the baby.
Ooh.
With my 2 sons. So they put me back in the hospital and they said, and you can't bring the baby. even though I'm not on the maternity ward or and it's like, well, can't I just keep the baby in there? No, you can't. Anyway, so my husband would come and I could have him in the daytime, but for sleeping, I have no place to sleep him. So I would send him home with my husband. And I thought, oh, okay. And he'll come at, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and bring me the baby and blah, blah, blah. And nope, Josiah just that first night slept right till 6 o'clock in the morning. So then Daryl brought him at 6.
Wow.
And, and I could feed him through the day. And then, we'd leave at 11 or 12 or whatever. And baby would go, he would sleep right through the night. And it was like, I was like, did you check him? Like, why? You making sure he's breathing still?
That's right. Yeah. The first night they do that. It's like, oh, it's a baby dead. It's wrong. Something wrong. Wow.
Yeah.
What a blessing.
So it was because it was a stressful time, to be, leaving him at home with our 3 little daughters and then, and now add 4. So you are on your own there, buddy, because I'm in the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You.
farm parents do pretty good. They may not get there, but pretty close.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hannah. Oh my goodness, she wanted to feed so often. It was hard to get her on a schedule. And back then too, it was like they didn't shift the babies to Nutramigen if they were having trouble with milk. Like there was no in between. It was like, okay, well you can have the milk based or here's soy. And years later we find out how bad the soy is. It was like I felt I was so hard. We did breastfeeding, but then she had gotten a fever and had to go back in the hospital at 2 weeks old. That was the hardest thing because the hospital's like, we need all the fluids. And I was like, what does that mean? And he's like, we have to spinal tap her. And I'm like, what? She's my itty bitty baby. What? Can't you just do blood? We have to have it because we could take just blood and she could have meningitis and we would send you home and she might die. And I'm like,
right.
Yeah.
Shame you couldn't get them carnation milk like
right.
parents did back then.
I know. I know. Well, she's lactose intolerant now, and it's in the family, so it might have been even worse when she was a baby because she was so brand new, more sensitive. But she used to like projectile vomit all over us with the regular formula. And one time she did it because it had happened a couple of times. Theron and I both just looked at each other and started crying as new parents. Like, what's going on?
We don't know what to do.
Yeah, but the other times I miss that baby smell. Like when you will wash them and you just a little baby head next to you after a baby bath. Snuggles. I miss that.
Next to surgery, the best nap I ever took was when I put a baby to sleep because they always put me to sleep too.
Right.
That's so sweet.
Right.
My wife would have to take the baby or she'd tap me on the shoulder and say, you want to go to bed?
Yeah.
And I'd take the baby with me and we'd go to sleep.
I'm gonna keep this. I gotta keep it. Don't take it away from me. It's mine. It makes me sleep.
She tried and tried, couldn't get the babies to sleep, and it was always me that got the babies. All four of my kids got them.
Me too.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
they just love they love the beat of that daddy's heart.
Right.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Right. Knocks them right out. Yeah.
Hypnotic.
Or it says, I can go to sleep, I'm safe. I can go to sleep, I'm safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to love to smell that too.
That baby shampoo.
Yeah. They have though, like the certain brand that's popular. I never knew that they actually put a drug in it, so it's no more tears because there's a drug in it to make it no more tears.
I didn't know that.
Well, name some they ain't putting drugs in now.
Yeah. But I mean, that stuff is great too. If you have allergy eyes, like you get some of that and you wash with that, it really does.
It's also good for your cats and your dogs. If they get that crusty stuff in their eyes, you can wash their eyes out with it.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't want to say the name because I didn't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say anymore on the YouTube.
No, what you're allowed or not allowed. I don't know.
I know,
yeah,
it's like
we would do some sort of
tears.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I did. I said that.
She did. Yeah, ours was some sort of baby Neutrogena bar soap, and it was fantastic. It smelled so good.
Yeah,
and it just made the baby smell so wonderful.
The Burt's Bees did too, but Hannah was allergic to the fragrance. And then Malachi, for the longest time, we've used the frankincense and myrrh the shea butter brand. I can't think.
Yeah,
it's shea something.
Yeah. So. And we don't know what we're allowed to say. Like you can type it in and that's totally okay. It's just that the audio that,
like the chat can say whatever they want to.
Yeah. The AI.
Yeah. It checks over what we're saying and it could, but we could be being hyper paranoid about
Yeah.
stuff, and it's just hard to know.
It's hard to know.
If they're gonna,
Mhm.
But nobody said the name twice. They just said it once. It's like, "Hello, Mr. Johnson."
Yeah,
it's
there you
nothing.
go.
How you doing?
Uh-huh.
It is weird. It is weird, Anne. It's very weird. Yes.
But the powder that they made too, a few years later, they start saying it give you cancer.
Yeah. Ovarian for women. They lost a case, and yes, it did. Gave a bunch of women.
And sure, I used to like to use that too. Sprinkle it all
I
on my
know.
legs and all that stuff.
Especially during the summertime, like it just felt so good after a shower and everything to put it all on your back and I was actually thinking that like I miss like shower to shower or one of those powders that you could just put on yourself during the summer to help.
Ain't nothing safe anymore.
No, right?
No place to live. It's safe. No water safe. No air safe. There's nothing safe.
That's true. Seems like it. That was somebody actually was reading a thing, and I don't know if you sent it to me, Maureen. I don't know. It was like a declaration of the elite, and where it was basically like we will give them basically poisons all around. Like they're even within the cure, there'll be poisons, and it was like, oh my, totally sounds like what we're living now.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Like they'll poison us. And then when we go for the cure, they'll be poisoning that too. Just a different one. And that's
But the Bible does say that we will be able to drink any deadly poison. And the thing is that if I do drink a deadly poison and I end up, not alive, if it enlivens me, then that's pretty good. I end up in a better place. So
true.
I'm not gonna, it's like best to not be in fear. And we've been living with all this as this long anyway.
True.
It's adjust yourself to the best of your ability of the things you can change and the things you can't.
Yep.
So,
and what God makes each person aware of, because everybody is different too. I always say we're all different petri dishes. It's getting to know that. Getting to know that what's in that petri dish.
No. Yeah.
Not feeding the bad, but feeding the good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my. DC. I've never heard of that. Hills and membrane.
It's that you've put in there.
That's
Mr. Barry.
That's the terms of things that you can or cannot say.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
They are not ready for
So
I've heard of that with preemies, DC. Wow. So you're
I
like
remember like a while back they said that about Facebook too.
Can we say super SPL?
There you go. Copyright claim.
There you go.
Don't say that.
Like for real. Yeah, and it's going to get weirder as we approach a certain month where, we all get to go someplace and put things in a box. At least we used to do it that way.
Right.
Yep. That's when it got weird before.
Mm-hmm.
All the editing, we'll just say.
So
I think that's where the paranoia comes from, is from that year when they did that and they were taking channels down.
Mostly this one just says the vulgar language policy. Explicit, no explicit, no profanity.
But we have to
no sounds.
Sounds.
What kind of sounds? What kind of sounds?
I know. We sound.
No use of excessive sexual sounds.
Oh.
You're not allowed to use those.
Okay.
So your buzzing was fine.
I was just amazed.
Oh my goodness.
This Reese sticks.
So good. Yeah.
Let me stop. I don't want to get you no stripes.
I know.
Exactly.
Right?
And we're talking about a candy bar, y'all.
And
the best chocolate, world's best chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they don't write things because then, if you make a mistake, then you have to figure out where the mistake is yourself, or just remove the video, and then they can change the rules as often as they want. So
at least with like music, or if you use a clip of a video and you get like that kind of copyright, because I had it happen to me with SNL. They do give you the edit, like, would you like to edit this out so you can post this video? Because they wouldn't even let me post my live when I used that little SNL clip.
Wow.
They hit me immediately after the live ended.
Yeah.
But if you make them big time money, they're going to let some of that stuff slide.
I think they buy some kind of licensing, these people who are making the big time money, in order to use it. But I don't know what that licensing is. Like,
no.
Yeah.
No, I don't either.
Nor how much it costs.
No. Nope, I do not know.
Yeah.
They don't pay me, so I'm saying what I want to say.
This year,
just not on your channel. Just not on your channel.
I have to agree with you, Ann. And like, I've seriously vulgar and profane stuff I've heard. And I was like shocked with the Clock channel, how many F-bombs. Like, I was watching a compilation of those, ticky things. And and it was like, F-bomb this, F-bomb that. I'm like, oh, like it was the first time I was watching something like that.
Yeah. I watched a video today. It was just every other word.
Right. Yeah. It turns me off.
Yeah. Like, but channels that go, a little bit more on the seedy side, those ones they do get where it's like, for 18 and older, and they still let them out.
Yeah, they will. Like, yeah, they will do that. Some of them will.
Oh, good night, How to Garden, and well, thank you for coming in and hanging out. I guess I was away.
Yes, you were away when he came in. I didn't even realize he was still in the background. Glenn, I hope you answered me on Facebook. I want to know which ones you like, because I want to go. The mangoes. He has pictures of
mangoes
of people that he knows who grow the mango. He's got all the connections. That chicken baby this chicken bedtime, I think not having me being gone for 5 days, we've forgotten our rules and our regulations, because I can actually point to a chicken, go, I need you to go over there, and they will start to move themselves, believe it or not. And like Grace, I take Gracie out of the nesting box, put her up, and then she comes down. I put her back up, and then you can see her, she's looking down to go up, and then I just go, no, you can't do that. And you need to go over there. And so she's like, fine, I will turn and go over there. But it's like big girls on that side, babies on this side, everybody come up. And so it was just like, okay, we forgot our routine on how we do this, because you were with someone that didn't know how to talk chicken to you. So it was like, oh my gosh. Down comes another, up goes another, down comes another. So, but they're all up. They're all up, and I hope I opened up the coop door, because, if I'm not out there right at 6, and there could be bloodshed in the coop if they can't get out. Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, one knows it. Well, you probably have a hook on it though, so they.
Well, no, I closed the nesting box through the night.
Good.
Not leaving it open, because that just would allow a predator to get in.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I just didn't know if you had a hook and eye on it or something, like, because I'm thinking like, they would band together because the one knows that new way out.
That's right. Come here, ladies.
Come on, ladies.
This is the way we go.
Right. Just push it up. Push
when
it up.
You
Come
got
on.
somebody babysitting, you're gonna have to tell them the tricks now.
Yes, I did. I did try to explain, it's like, just pick it up, put it over, tell it to go over there. And if it does peck at you, then I peck back, it's like, no. And, it's like, and they'll peck, no, but they never peck to hurt. Right. The only thing is those chicken babies, I had gotten a bite on the back. Oh yeah. She cut me again. That ding chicken. On the back of my calf, I had a bite and it scabbed over. And so when I'm out there, if I don't have pants on, a chicken will come and pull it off my scab, and then I'm bleeding. And it's like,
you ever think about following their peckers down?
No.
Pause. But their beaks.
Their beaks.
Their beaks. their beaks.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So they're not as sharp, just a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you for
No.
behaving, Carol.
You saw that, right?
I corrected it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Yeah, parrots will do that too. We had that parrot. We had a lovebird for a short while because we had parrotlets.
You're too
Lovebirds,
late, CC. You're too late.
they get paused. You jumped out of the bushes for that one.
pause.
But yeah, they will bite freckles and anything that might look like
Yeah.
a bug on you.
Bug. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so it's like I've had this thing ripped open. I do usually have a big band-aid on it, but it only lasts for, a couple days, and then it falls off, and I'm not feeling anything. Not till I'm out there and I'm in a dress. So of course, and it is a long dress. And I thought, oh, you'll be fine. Nope. And I'm like, don't bite me. Don't bite it off. I'm gonna bleed again. I'm gonna bleed to death.
They remember
Ding,
where
ding.
it's at. That's all.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like, oh, there's something there. It's what? You've never eaten it. It's never been good.
There's
Stop making me
always a bug
bleed.
on her leg. What? She's coming. She's coming. There's a bug on her leg. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
I know. It's really hard for them to deny that. It's just instinct.
Mhm.
They don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, to wear my boots. My boots are not super tall, and I was just in Crocs, like just pink Crocs today. But no, I just have to make sure I've got pants on when I'm out there. No shorts, no dresses.
Probably
Until
good
this
for the
thing
mosquitoes too.
heals
Pants.
over. Ugh.
Yeah, definitely good
So,
right now. They were saying down here in Florida, Hannah was saying that they're having more instances of dengue fever hitting our
What
state.
kind?
Fever?
Dengue
Dengue.
fever comes over from, I think, Africa.
right.
Like bad one, like kind of next to malaria. It's like not so fun. Here, let me look it up. It's
Stay
not
up on
even,
your citrus, y'all.
right?
Yep. And your vitamin D.
No.
DC, they do like me. Don't say that they secretly don't like me. I raised those babies by hand. They used to fly and climb all over me. I'm the chicken mama.
Yeah, Puerto Rico is dealing with it too. It looks like they said New York is dealing with it. Dengue fever is a virus transmitted by the bite of an infected mosquito that can cause mild or severe symptoms. Symptoms usually begin 4 to 7 days after infection and can last up to 10 days. Early symptoms: sudden high fever, headache, severe pain behind the eyes, muscle and joint aches, nausea and vomiting. Later
Isn't it
symptoms.
funny how it sounds like the flu?
Yeah.
Now, didn't they infected some mosquitoes 1 or 2 years ago and let it loose out here in this ecosystem?
They supposedly sent out males that were sterile.
That they say.
They say, yeah, supposedly that was the experiment, so they could cut down on the population. But you're right, J3. Who knows?
But now they want to say it came from Africa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Mm-hmm.
True. Flat red rash that may appear over most of the body is the second stage. Second rash that looks like measles, swollen lymph nodes, cough, sore throat. Yeah, it does sound like the flu still, and measles. Yeah, severe symptoms, warning signs usually begin 24 to 48 hours after fever has gone away and can include, this is the fun part, bleeding from the nose or gums, vomiting blood and stool, severe abdominal pain, difficulty breathing, low platelet count, and hemorrhagic manifestations. Oh, that sounds just delightful.
Is that all?
I got my honey and garlic sitting right there.
Right.
My honey and garlic is sitting right there.
Right.
Yeah. And the thing is that when you read all of those things, if you yourself go, okay, I have a little tummy problem. I wonder if I'm
I know,
eating.
you start freaking
And then
out.
you start speaking it into being. I think that's what's going on. I think, and then and it's like you stress your body, and it's like, okay, peace.
Yeah.
Bring peace to my body.
Right.
Yeah, I got a little bit of an upset stomach. Or something's not quite right. So it's like, what's my first offense? For those of us that believe in God, we pray. And it's like, okay, well, let me also get some,
Something
fresh honey from a honey slinger. If you're American, you can get your fresh honey from the honey slinger. Not if you're in Canada. We suck. Okay, we just can't get that good honey. And you start upping your vitamin C, and you start adding in things that are healthy and life giving. It's like, don't go and like, well, here I'm going to go eat cotton candy. That'll help it. Get rid of the sugars and start balancing yourself out.
It's true, right? And
I'm dead.
I'm dead. I don't
sure.
know how I'm reading this because I'm supposed to be dead according to this.
Yeah. For me, anytime I like not in this day and age, it's like, we're gonna give you some new medication. It's like, I don't want any medication. I'm good. I don't need it. Nope. Not. I do not trust any medication that's coming out now.
No.
I have my thyroid medication, but it's like I have to stay on that till I can, heal my thyroid. And so that is something that I'm intentionally slowly working on. But it's like when I would take a new med, I would never look at what are the side effects, because as soon as I see them, I have every single side effect. You're like, it's all in your head. So I would wait a week and then I would look to see if I had any of the side effects, because it's like I want it to be an honest thing, not something.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm gonna try to beat it naturally as much as I can first. There is all sorts of, beautiful natural things, and the only problem with natural stuff is that it doesn't have an instant fix. It's something where, like when I've got a sinus infection, it's like I use this respiratory congestion oil, and it's lemongrass and stuff like that, and it's like every hour I need to put it on my sinuses, every hour. And I do. I end up, dealing with it. If I just go morning and night, then it's not going to work. So it's like we need to keep, combating it, building up our immune systems and stuff. So
true. That is very true.
Yes, that is true. Balance and moderation, two things much of the world has forgotten nowadays.
Right.
And with this new
that one, the RC.
That is it. That is RC. Respiratory and congestion. And I'll put that on my chest and, back of my neck, forehead, temples, sinuses. And or I'll diffuse it so that I'm inhaling it all the time. But, this is the thing, is that they bring out another, new title.
Yes.
And it's like, and we all go, okay, I think that's this new thing. Even the one that they brought out before, we've put a new name on it.
Yeah.
And so everybody thinks this is something new. And it's like, no, it's exactly like all the other ones. It's in the same family, but because they gave you a new name, it's water glass, new name, then we all think it's something new. And it's like, nope, it's just really bad, whatever it is, but it's in the same family. It's not something brand new.
Right.
And so even this one, what's that going to be? Is it going to be something new? So DC says, it's like the bubonic.
Yeah, it's back. I've heard that too. But we also we have like people mess around with certain things like the groundhogs. Not the groundhogs. Is it a groundhog? Yeah, groundhogs are so cute. Oh, they carry that. They can carry that bubonic. It's like, but they're adorable. But we could set the world on fire too. Ha ha.
Master's degree in herbalism.
Oh, you got yours too?
I like my little groundhog. He's cool.
My friend.
I didn't know that.
And it is so much healthier to use.
You heard me say groundhog, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, hey, Island Sisters TV. I was thinking of you. I hope you guys are well.
Good morning to you. Well, good evening from us, but good morning to you. I've never met the Island Sisters TV. They're new to me.
Good traveling content. Island Sisters, and also the first time I think I saw one of the videos, she was going through like a London fruit market and had some of the fruits that we grow down here. It was amazing, all the different fruits and vegetables they had there. But yeah, Island Sisters TV, I forget though where you usually reside. And I have another, and I can't remember the channel's name. they were from Jamaica, and I was thinking of them after that. After barreled through Jamaica,
So,
that was heartbreaking.
thank
Seeing
you.
people just no home, and they were elderly, like the
Mhm.
thing was ripped apart.
Yeah, same here. Well, I didn't get
Same.
bored, but it's
Same.
like, but I did learn how to make sourdough bread. I learned how to make cheese from raw milk. I learned how to can, and learned how to build things. Learned how to grow food. So it's like,
Right.
what else am I gonna do? I'm not able to go perform and sing, so I might as well go and grow some veggies. And oh my gosh, being gone for 5 days when someone's looking after your garden, but they didn't take out a pruner, so now the zucchini is about
That's it. Yeah.
this big. It's like, and there's another one that's just a little bit smaller beside it, and then there's another one that's just even a little bit smaller than it, and it's like, I gotta get the zucchinis. Woohoo! Yep.
Fun
It's like,
time.
exactly. It's like, okay, isn't it almost zucchini? Leave a zucchini on your porch day. Or I think it's in August, but I think I'm going to start it early this year and run around to my neighbors.
Zucchini bread.
Yeah.
Zucchini
Everybody gets a
bread.
zucchini. You get a zucchini. You get a zucchini.
Yes, please.
Did you not grow any this year?
No, I wish they did.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
my dad used to grow it too.
And
Always.
someone I watch is Kaylee at the Honeystead. She's a
wonderful.
beekeeper, homesteader, herbalist. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, and she's also a nurse. She's a nurse, like a real nurse,
wow.
and studied herbalism.
Oh.
And her mother and her have a separate building where they do classes on herbalism, and it's gorgeous. Her building that
Wow.
she has, yeah.
So they are Jamaicans living in London.
I just saw that. Yep.
Yeah, I have a huge Kimber.
ahead.
No.
I was praying for Jamaica anyway, and I was thinking of those that I have that I knew, like, because they have the Jamaican accent, but I didn't know where they were, because I used to work for English Jamaicans, and yeah, I came to know the accent well because we would have the girls come over and buy the bridal dresses at the shop, and then fly back. Because yeah, it was really a nice time. That was in my 20s.
Yeah, DC. I would have loved to have picked them when they were smaller, because I picked 2 before or 3 before I left, because they were nice and small. But then I left for 5 days, and my farm sitters, they didn't want to.
It only takes 2 days
to get out of control.
You come home to the big yellow one, CC, then that I've seen that cucumbers can go yellow for seeds.
I do have one cucumber. He didn't get really big, but I think it might be a pickling, and he is yellow. So I did pick two regular cucumbers and one yellow, but I haven't picked those zucchinis yet. It's like, okay, that's tomorrow's and that. So
Maureen, were you watching when I mentioned the peaches and cream corn I got from Randall?
Looks so yummy.
I had some that night, and I was just smacking my lips. Oh man, I didn't need much butter on it. Light on the salt, but it was good. I still have more in there. It was.
Wow! Did he grow it, or did he pick it up?
Yeah, he grew it. Yeah, he grew it. Yeah. So that kind of outperformed everything else in his garden, but yeah,
it's so delicious, and there's nothing like homegrown corn. It's just well, actually, even if I buy it, like when it comes, from the big fields and stuff like that, like I'll buy a big amount or whatever. It's like I can just go, that's dinner. I'm gonna eat.
Good night, Ann, honey. Have good.
Oh, good night, darling.
Good day.
Good night, Ann.
Actually, her day. Yep.
That's right. Have a good day, Ann.
Have a good day.
Rogue Gunfighter says, my figs are coming in. Sad fact. I'm picking them to give them away because I don't really like figs. Oh,
yeah. I said to dry them. Try to dry them. Dehydrate them. You might like them better.
I know a lot of people like that. They got figs, but they don't eat figs. Don't like them.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get figs. That's one thing I don't have.
I was raised around this. I mean, I was raised to eat a lot of stuff, like enjoy it or don't.
Oh, nice.
You know,
Rob.
and I learned to like a whole lot of stuff.
Right.
My problem is the allergies, and it's like with the raspberries, because I did a short where you know, the chickens, I've been, you know, kind of taught them to, hey, do you want these raspberries? And so they come to the bush, and all the low lying they're eating, and it's like this year, because we pruned it so hard, it was like we could have had bowls and bowls and bowls of raspberries, but I'm allergic to them. But I still grow them, and I'll freeze them, and we'll do something with them. But usually I don't get that many. But this year would have been great. But no, I'm giving them to the chickens, and
Here,
you know, so it's like fine, I can grow them. I can grow them from my chickens. It's good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
Yes.
if you can just bend them over like their little area so they can just be like boop,
Yeah.
boop, boop.
Yeah. Well, I'm almost, because I
fine.
have raspberry suckers. It's like I should actually plant them in their playground. You know,
Yeah.
the only thing is they will take off, and
Yeah,
if,
that's the only
you know,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it would be like, we so nice. Hey, Gear. Woohoo. Mm-hmm.
Shut her down, Gears here.
Yeah, because usually you go, okay, well, we're gonna close it down. We're gonna say goodnight. He goes, what? It's still early.
Oh,
Oh,
cute.
Cece grows peas for her dog.
That's so cute.
That's awesome. No, it's you know, at least I know it's a natural thing that my
Yeah.
chickens are eating. So,
True.
because my daughter's not eating, she's not eating fruit right now. So it's like,
There-
rather than it going to waste,
Yeah.
it goes to my chickens, and they're getting those good, you know, antioxidants and
Mhm.
whatnot. So
every time I go outside, I
They're
grab.
getting all the things you're supposed to get, huh?
Right. That
Yeah.
she can't have. She just
Yeah.
break out in hives like poor Laura with the mullein plant. Everybody was commenting about her mullins that are almost as tall as me. And she
wow.
couldn't use them.
Wow.
Picks the peas himself. Oh, cute. Got like Tuck from James. Can never say his name.
Johnny.
Yeah. Oni. Yep. Ends in an Oni. Yep.
Yes.
Can see
Yeah.
it. That's so cute, DC. I know, like, they were saying, like, oh, healthy snacks. You can give your dog carrots, like mini carrots. No, my dog, we did that with, and she ended up just eventually throwing up the carrots.
Yeah. What's up?
It was a pug, though. That was our pug. We didn't try it with this dog. This dog.
Every time I step out my back door, it's a treat because those blackberries are calling my name.
I used to
nice.
love wild blackberries when I would go up north. Like the taste of them.
So good.
They grow wild all over my backyard and the front yard.
Wow. I didn't know Georgia had them too. I thought it was like more of a northern state thing. I didn't know.
I think
Right
about
there?
it.
Shoot, I got blackberries growing out of my burn barrel.
I didn't know that until like joining the gardening community, that it was a southern thing too. I always thought, like, because we would go up to New York. That's where my dad's family was from. And that's when I would see them. I didn't see them in PA when we would go to PA. I would see them there and pick them even off the side of the road when you're little. Oh, look at that big blackberry.
That's
The
awesome.
landlord-
DC.
Mm-hmm.
The landlord made a mistake and he sold his John Deere's and all the implements to it, that went with it, including the bush hog. So that's why my whole backyard is nothing but blackberries. They never had a chance to be beat down or anything. So it took 2 years to catch up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I actually went and bought 2 plants of thornless blackberries.
That's
because I would like to have them at my future farm, and so that I can have them as a barrier, but not have the thorn kind of. I'm allergic to them.
But if they mix up with thorn blueberries, you're gonna have thorn blueberries. That's
Blackberries, you mean?
Yeah, the
blackberries.
blackberries. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Thornless.
happened.
I can't imagine why you would want them thornless. What? What? I don't
Right?
understand. What is this concept?
You need some Carhartts, is what you need.
Yeah.
Even Carhartts,
Those
they
old
barely protect
gloves. Yeah, the gloves up to your
No,
armpits.
just go up that castle here in Kentucky and get that armor they got up in there.
The
They're
finger
walking in there
action might be
trying to pick
difficult.
blackberries.
That's right. I rent that. Can I rent the armor, please, for the day? Yeah. No, I'm sure if they do mix, and
Right.
blackberries are pretty prolific here as well. But I would do my best to keep it.
I don't know how you would keep them like maintained. Is it like bamboo where you could keep them in concrete, or?
You can't keep bamboo and concrete.
Well, some of them they plant it in a trough so it doesn't extend.
Yeah, but it
itself.
goes down.
No, I mean the whole thing's concrete. It's the only
Oh,
way
okay.
that they can pause it. It's nasty. But there are clumping bamboos that don't go as much as far. But still, I wouldn't mess with bamboo. But I was wondering, are blackberries, like, can you do something like that? Like create a trough so they won't.
I'm sure you could. It'd
be pretty expensive to make a concrete trough, but
I know, it's a lot of work. But I'm just wondering. I asked.
We don't do work. We don't do the work.
I just asked.
I just concrete my front yard and paint it green.
There you
go. In the backyard. Well, no, never mind. Too much work.
I've seen that done.
Broadleaf blackberries are actually Norwegian blackberries, and they were brought over by settlers. They made it across the continent faster than people did.
They were brought by the settlers, but the birds said we're gonna issue it everywhere.
That's right.
It's the seeds and the berries.
Yeah,
we're gonna deliver these worldwide.
That's how guava here became invasive. They were saying the birds get to the fruit.
All the birds got to do is poop.
No, that's why the birds during the winter they go to the south. Then the summer they come back to the north. Hey.
Just spread it all around. But it's like free food, so it's like it's good and it's bad.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, my husband would go and he'd put on Carhartts and he'd go pick them and bring them home and he'd go, free food. Look at this.
Right.
I've got 50 pounds of free food.
Hey.
Yep. I have some frozen right now, but they're, from Publix, so it's not the same thing. I would love free food.
I was thinking about sending a young lady some blackberry. I said, no, she ain't going to cuss me out. They got thorns. No.
They've grown everywhere with their thorns.
That's
Exactly.
Yeah,
so,
it's free food. I would like to see like more open places actually plant food for a landscape.
Yes.
Like, how that would just help the community at large and those struggling with grocery bills to be able to participate in that. But
we do have some of that here in my city, and it's kind of like down where City Hall is.
That's where
the greater area there. But they will have there'll be actual Swiss chard and things like that are growing there for people to eat, which is just awesome.
Yeah,
Billy from permaculture, Billy.
Permapastures. I think.
He does guerrilla gardening, and he just goes out different places and just puts seeds out there.
I like that. That's what I've got to get that video together because I did that. Made things.
I throw seeds any place on my property. Any place on my property.
Yeah. That's awesome, Island Sisters, that you have it there.
I'm around my main bushes, so they're easier to pick. But I have never seen berries like I am this year. I don't think my bees miss and bloom. Oh,
look at this.
We got a hungry grazer coming up. Hungry grazer. Welcome, sir.
Hey.
What are y'all doing?
How you
What are you
doing?
doing?
Talking about blackberries.
Yeah, y'all talking
And
about
free
food
food.
all night
Free food.
and
I'll
talking
be right
about
back.
blackberries about to drive me crazy.
Be right back.
And that's a short trip.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
At least you don't need directions.
I like it. No, I don't need no directions. I know the way. Tempt me not. Hey, I thought we'd do something
What?
besides. But let me. All right, now my dog. I'm outside right now. We hood grazing. All right,
Oh.
here. Wait a minute. Oh,
He's
dang it.
violating
I
with a
this thing
shadow.
armed. I ain't got no flash on. I don't know how to do my flash. All right, what we see here is conveniently, it don't have no label, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's that stuff that you use to keep the skeeters off of you. I heard y'all talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
I thought maybe instead of using it on me, we could use it on a patch of grass. Right?
Oh, so we're gonna experiment.
Testing.
Let's do that. Let's put this to the test. Let's just spray this right here. We're gonna get a little science going. This is gonna confuse the heck out of my dog.
Oh dear.
And this massive scent, and probably everybody else's dog that comes through here.
Are you gonna put a marker so we know exactly where it is?
Well, if the stuff that y'all have said is true,
isn't that like a bit overkill?
It's gonna mark itself
because that's gonna die. Now,
was that weeds or was that grass?
That's grass.
Oh, why would you kill the grass?
Because I hate grass.
Why? This grass is good.
I hate grass.
Mm.
I hate grass. Look, see this? This is my yard.
Okay.
Right? At midnight.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate grass because grass. Man, I ain't got enough.
Hey, David.
I got these little naughty little dried up berries over here. Ooh, there's one.
What kind?
Blueberries.
Blackberries.
Okay. Oh, they're they're little. Hey, David.
Hey, don't be judging my blackberries.
Those are very little. Those are wee little blackberries.
Yes, they are.
Are they sour?
He's gonna make me run out and get some now.
Go a little bit. Yeah, you the jackwagon that started talking about it.
Right.
Way earlier when you said we'll go outside. Well, here, look, I'm over here.
Well, we're YouTubers. We're YouTubers. We're supposed to be influencers.
Well, you influencing me. Okay. Except I ain't got no ice cream over here.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Go out and eat me some blackberries.
Yes, Island Sisters. We were discussing that about the fact that you probably will damage the soil, but I don't think he's concerned about damaging the soil on his grass.
He's gonna make me go up.
Oh, Cece says you have tiny berries. Honey Grazer.
Well, now she would know.
Okay.
Put that right back to you, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, and I got something else. It's going to require me to go into a dangerous area here. More dangerous than me being out than a crazy old guy at midnight. Sneak into my poison ivy garden and get up here.
This is your poison ivy garden. I'm going to bring you out for solo again.
Poison ivy garden?
Yeah, that's what I call my place. Because I'm so good at growing poison ivy. And
look at those. Beautiful color.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, got more blackberries over here. Let me see. I'm afraid to violate, but it's dark. Right?
Blueberries.
Black and blueberries at midnight, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have blueberries too. It wasn't midnight, but I have blueberries.
They're little berries.
Yeah.
Mine were big berries.
All your berries are little berries.
Oh my!
I'm feeling unappreciated.
Mm-hmm. And J3 got the big blueberries.
I had big blueberries.
Mm.
It ain't the size of the berries. It's
Wow,
the juice.
look at that. Yes. Look at that. That's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the
Pretty, I got
color.
pretty berries. Hey, let's
You
make them
do.
disappear.
Yeah,
I'm a magician.
We're back to people eating
Mm-hmm.
online here. You know, it's like, what are you eating, Carol? Yeah, you just hunker down there a little bit. Maybe turn the camera up so we're not watching you eat. Oh, Barry went out and got his berries.
Second dinner.
Let's see yours. Look at these ones. Wow,
His berries
nice.
bigger than mine.
I think his berries are bigger than yours.
Everybody's berries
Dang
are bigger
it.
than yours. Yeah.
CC said you ain't gonna get much. You don't get much juice out of them berries.
Again, she says again with the tiny berries.
Big berries.
It's not the size; it's the amount.
I went and got some of my mulberries too.
Everybody's having a berry feast.
Yep.
Yeah, I got smooth berries.
Now, do I have to go get berries again?
Might as well. You know what? All the men are getting their berries, so you might as well go get some berries and show us
our
the
berries
big,
out.
Show us the big berries.
Right.
If y'all hear me screaming like a girl, something's done happened out here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Will said. CC says, Barry, yours are medium size. So DC says maybe cameras make things look smaller.
This is the only thing I had to take out there with me. But the good ones are in the
Now,
middle
CC,
of that
do I have to go in the freezer and pull out all them berries?
Yeah, well, I'll come out and help you if you need help getting the berries out of there, out of the freezer.
Wonder how many bugs and worms
I'll throw the bag behind my back. Say, I don't see none. You sure you put them in this freezer?
Oh yeah, Rogue Gunfighter says one of my go-to snacks is frozen blueberries.
Oh
yes, outstanding.
Yeah, that's what J3 was eating. Okay, so what do you got going on there, Honey Grazer?
Yeah, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
This might seem a little bit goofy to do, right? But we having fun at midnight. And have you ever seen anybody else do this on a live stream?
No.
Okay, you're the first. There you go.
Especially in the middle.
We got to have. I got a contender here for berries.
Okay.
That's a little one that won't count.
Yeah, that one's a bit better.
He's still pulling out the little ones, CC.
I might be at the end of my berry inventory.
Have you been picking them all along, or is this,
I graze wild, starting from spring, going on into summer.
I need some water.
But everything's gone now, pretty much, except for a few little blackberries.
Mine are sweet and finished tart.
Huh?
Mine start out sweet and they finish tart. Nice though.
I got a bunch that I can't get to because I had to clean up, cut through, hack a trail, to get to some others. I think that's the end of my blackberries. Well, at least for tonight. Yep, that little patch right here. Look at it shining. Well, I don't know if y'all see. Anyhow,
looking like
we're going to come back. We're going to come back to this patch in a couple of days, whatever, and do an update on the. See if
you come up Sunday evening and you show us that patch on my live.
Okay.
There you go.
We'll conclude that on Barry's live stream tomorrow night.
What time you coming on, Barry?
See if it'll get the grass off my
9:30 p.m.
driveway.
Eastern time.
Okay. Remember that.
Man. I'm surprised there ain't 1,000
I need
dogs
some
barking.
water now.
I
Can y'all
don't
hear
know
the
about
bugs?
that, Cece, but I've got bigger berries than most of the guys up here right now, so I'm feeling a little weird. Feeling sad. Feeling sad for them.
They
You
don't want
heard
the
it.
berries to sneak away. CC said they got to sneak up on it in the dark. Or should I say the berries are better in the dark?
Mm,
Man,
indeed.
y'all being bad.
They're better frozen. They are better frozen. I like them.
It's amazing that there hasn't been a whole lot of pausing right now. So that's I'm quite surprised by that. So
that just sounds like somebody liked the conversation.
Yep.
You got men eating when we're eating. We ain't gonna be doing a whole lot else. Right? Think about food.
Gardner Warrior, I wake up to berry porn and Captain making all kinds of adult noises while eating.
We were talking about that before he came up with J3 about the not allowed noises.
Not allowed noises. So
we can't hear no macaroni and cheese on your live streams. Not much of it. Just a little bit, just get people's attention. But then after that, you got to cut it off.
Oh, you don't pause a live. We just say we just say the word pause when you accidentally say something that might be a little bit more risque. We all just go pause, and then that person has to stop.
Yeah,
talking that way.
But do the
no.
Yeah.
No.
Before I came on, I made sure. Now, Barry, hella pause tonight, okay?
So you got to be calm now with that stuff too, because you don't want, like, there's 2 words you don't want added there to the list of banned words. That's honey slanger. So you got to use that gentle, like, you know.
Right.
I think the mango mangler's supposed to be even more.
mango.
If you're still up, CC, I've sent you an email from Diva in the Dirt. So just it's got the link.
CC in the bed. CC's in the bed.
Yeah, but she doesn't have to come up on camera, so
She's
she can come in, and that way she can
CC in the bed. She ain't got nothing to say. She got a nightcap on and everything.
Oh, she was saying lots here, so she might just pop in and do a little bit of chatting. Man, I just ended up, I think it's the time of night where whatever plant is letting off its stuff, so it's like my one nostril is like wants to sneeze.
You're having an allergic reaction long distance from us all eating these berries.
Eating berries. That's right.
Okay, CC, come up in your nightcap then. I was trying to help you out, CC.
I can't even see chat because I'm outside, so I don't know. I have some good stuff going.
Yeah. How did? You don't have an iPhone, right, Honey Grazer?
I got no iPhone. No, I ain't got.
Okay.
I got an Android.
Yeah, because I don't know how, when you're using your phone, on how to turn the camera around so that you're facing out like what you did.
Yeah, I don't either.
And maybe it doesn't. It doesn't work with the iPhone. It doesn't seem to.
Yeah, some people are like, "Oh, I found out how to do it." Okay, why won't mine do it?
Yeah.
Now, if I'm doing my own live on my live stream, I know how to get the chat up on that, and I've got buttons here. I'm on it.
Welcome, CC. We're so happy to have you. Come on up. You know, maybe give give some stats to the berries that were being brought forth. You can go ahead.
You went to bed, CC.
All I was seeing was tiny berries, but that's
I got the bigger berries.
Tiny berries count too.
You know, we say we want people to be honest. You ain't got to be that honest.
I'm telling you, the good ones are in the middle. I'm not gonna bushwhack my way to the middle.
Mm.
I don't know. I might.
That's what I'm saying, man. I got some big berries back there, but they in the bush, and we ain't going that deep.
Bush.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Oh, that is a
Oh,
big
now.
pause.
Uh-huh.
Pause. Everybody write
It was fine
pause.
until you pointed it
We all
out.
need to write pause. That was like
I
the
was just,
biggest pause of
I saw it
all.
was coming. I
Pause.
saw it was coming.
You knew what you
Y'all
were
ain't
doing.
heard that before? That's what they call it in Australia. I'm part Australian.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Pause.
Big time.
y'all ridiculous. Hey, you know how they say, don't just eat every kind of berry that you see,
Never
right?
heard that.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, now you have. If you ain't never heard it before, gosh,
I'm just
where we get these people?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's black.
I don't think it tastes
I
very good.
learned that from Blue Lagoon.
Oh, it's black because that's them never wake up berries.
Yep.
Oh,
Never
man.
wake up berries.
Oh,
See what we got here? If I can
those
get
are
my-
never wake up berries.
Well, no, that's poison ivy right there.
Ooh.
That's
Mm.
poison ivy berries right there.
Wow.
Oh.
Is that what they look like? Okay.
Well, you in the dark. You in the dark trying to munch, man. You need to be careful.
That's right.
I might mistake them. I'm gonna tell you what, you go get you a handful of them, and you're gonna be itching all the way through. Yeah, there's people that's done it.
I'm not allergic to poison ivy, but
Me neither. I'm not
poison
even.
oak. Poison oak would tear me up. I'll have hives like Laura was dealing with.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they want a frog.
I ain't seen no oak over here. No poison oak, so I don't have to worry about it.
So with poison ivy, because I've never seen it before, is it if you just walk through it?
It's oils in the plant or the berries.
Right. So, but it's like if you touch it, like you'd have to be.
Chupacabra.
You'd have to be like, caressing it. Pick a leaf,
Caressing it.
Correct
Yeah.
it. What you doing, Mother Nature over there, son?
I didn't say more.
Caressing berries and stuff.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Yeah. See, that's poison ivy. I mean, it's all over my place.
Leaves of three, leave it be.
That's right.
Leaves of three, leave it be.
I do know that.
Oh,
one.
okay. I didn't know that one.
Oh yeah.
I was a Boy Scout.
Leave it be. It's got what's called urushiol oil. There's several plants that's got that in it, and it'll light you up, make your world bad. And
Right.
some people are not allergic to it. Animals, and see, poison ivy and urushiol oil, that was nature's. I'm fixing to violate. Let me put my safety back on here. That's Mother Nature's joke on us humans,
Right.
because there's only 2 animals on this planet that is allergic to them, supposedly. That's humans and hamsters.
Wow.
Huh.
What? Hamsters?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like, how do we get lumped in there with hamsters? I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, lawn lifters.
I can see them throwing them up into the poison ivy. Be like, let's see how they react.
Yeah. Let's see how they
All right, now no joke. No joke.
sacrificial hamster.
No joke. I watched this yesterday. Okay. And I think it was in Florida. I don't know.
Of course.
It might have been California. I think it was in Florida. I don't know where
Great.
it was. Okay, let's just put it.
Okay.
Okay, so there's this homeless dude, burglar, somebody. He's out there in this strip mall area. He done broke into 2 or 3 places, and there's people out there, and they was talking to him. They didn't know he had done all that,
Wow.
and then cops come by asking these people. I say, have you seen this guy? And they gave a description of him. He's out here in pajamas and blah 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 blah. They said, well, yeah, we just saw him. We just talked to him. He's laying down over there on a bench asleep. They went over there and got this boy. This crazy man. He's out there in his PJs. He's done broke into like 2 or 3 stores, and one of them was a pet store. They got puppies and birds and all kind of pets running around loose in the parking lot. You know, they're trying to wrangle up, and they get him and they cuff him. You know, get him on the ground, everything. His pajamas is packed with gerbils, y'all.
Ew, no.
He's smuggling gerbils in his pajamas.
That ain't right. That's
Okay,
not
I mean, I ain't
right.
gonna say nothing else, but that was the video. That was what was
He's
going
from
on.
Alabama. He's not from Florida. I'm sorry. No,
That's got Florida man written all over it.
we do not claim him. He is from Alabama. Here's the poison ivy and poison oak differences. They're both leaves of 3, though.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know if we have them around. One grows.
It's all over. You got them in Florida. You got it. I mean, poison ivy's everywhere.
And then there's poison sumac.
Yeah.
Leaves have clusters of 7 to 13 leaflets arranged in pairs and grows as a tree.
And who's supposed to be sitting there counting? We're like, oh,
yeah, I know. 1, 2. Yeah. By that time, it's
like this leaf had only 6. How did I get?
That one's fine. I can roll around in that one. Hey, lawn lifters, thanks for coming in. Hanging out with us.
Good.
No, sumac could tear me up too. No.
Yeah, no thanks.
It's all over the place here.
Oh.
It makes me nervous because I just yanked out a plant that looked just like poison ivy with those berries, and I'm like, was that poison ivy that I just pulled on out of my garden? Well, at least
so apparently, then if it was, you're not allergic to it,
right?
Yeah, exactly. That would be nice.
That's a blessing.
I get it in my garden too. I just pull it out. I'm not allergic to it.
We get that dog's blood vine. It's a weird name, but it's got little tiny red berries. It's a toxic plant, like a real toxic plant.
Huh.
We've gotten it ever since I think the seeds were mixed in with some passion vine seeds that I had gotten, because that's where it grew along with the passion vine when we had the old fence, the neighbor's old fence.
What's them short little bushes that are like an evergreen bush and they got little red berries on them?
Holly?
No, it's
cranberry.
Yeah, it was cranberry. I'd be eating it.
Is it the poisonous from the tomato family?
I don't know. It's got they don't grow very big, but they a lot of, like when I was growing up in Cleveland, a lot of people had them in front of their house, you know, right up against the house, and they're pretty, but you know, they will always said, "Don't eat those berries; they'll make you sick or they'll kill you." And, you know,
that sounds.
I never knew what they were called.
Sounds like holly. Is it the one that they have at the holidays too?
No, it's year round. I mean, but it's kind of like an evergreen looking shrub, but you know, it doesn't grow very tall. It doesn't grow like an evergreen tree or anything.
Yeah.
I never knew what it was called, but you know, I mean, they're everywhere. I wonder how many kids found out the hard way.
Right. Yeah, when they look so pretty.
I want to say it's not sweet bush. We've had those. It's
pause on you.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the name of it is right now. I can't think of it, but I know exactly what he's talking about.
Is it you? Why?
It's not me.
No, you. Yeah, YEW, not YOU.
No, it's not you. It's a little. They can get pretty big, and they got a lot of little berries on it, but it's not holly. It's not that. And in fact, I think it's a Florida invasive.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
I think it's on the Florida's invasive plants list, real high on their list.
Huh.
Well, Barry, you should take a picture of it in the daytime, and then Carol's usually good at doing one of those things, looking for it and finding the name of it.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
that's why. That's why.
I don't live in Cleveland anymore.
I mean, it was in Cleveland. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was in Cleveland when I was growing up. You know, I never knew what it was called.
Huh.
Hey, I'm fixing to go back in the house. I got my last of my berries. I'm done out here. The mosquitoes are going to find me, but I am close to this patch of off grass, right? So, but I did want to say one thing. These berries are absolutely huge. It's just that my hands are huger. Okay.
Oh, okay. Future.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're huge. Huge. Hey, y'all be
Okay.
good. I hope this was fun. I know
It
it was
was
good.
very fun.
It was.
So y'all be good. I'm gone.
All right, thanks. Thanks for coming up.
He had to let you know, CC,
Violation.
the blackbirds are small because he got huge hands.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. There's wintergreen berries, but wintergreen itself too is dangerous.
And they're almost translucent, but not quite. And they always had something like, and I'm going by memory. I'm 57, mind you.
Yeah.
Like they would start out green and they would turn red, if I'm not mistaken, and it's sort of hollow in the middle.
Oh, that's
I
you.
know what you're
It's
talking
you
about.
seeds. It's you seeds. I'm looking right at them. Hold
Okay.
on. Hold on. Just a second. I'm gonna make my way back to you amongst all the tabs and share what I've got.
And try not to boot yourself out.
Exactly.
That's it.
There it is. Yep.
So it is you.
Oh,
You
It's not
seeds.
me. It's you.
It's not me. It's you. It's not
That's
Holly.
it.
It's
That's
you.
it right
those
there.
are weird
Okay.
looking
There. Aren't
berries.
Yeah, but they were
Never seen
everywhere up there.
Yeah, they have that one to avoid. There's these things called the Jerusalem cherry that'll make you throw up and look really promising for, children, and dogs and cats are drawn to them. It's a houseplant. Of course, holly berries
I have that.
and mistletoe. What do you know? Right, what we decorate with at Christmas time: mistletoe and
Poison.
holly berries.
Well,
Yes,
I think
It's just like the poinsettias.
yes, and they're
Yeah.
poisonous too. Like what's up with-
Yes.
what's
they
up with
will
all
pay
this?
good money down here for mistletoe if you can get it out of a tree.
Maybe.
And
Wow.
their solution for getting them out of a tree is to shoot the tree limb with a shotgun.
Wow.
That sounds about right.
Those ivory berries do look good though.
They do. They look tasty.
They look like grapes almost.
Isn't there even
Yeah.
a song during
I'll stick with my blueberries.
Now
Are the winter
they're saying
those are
they're
poisonous too?
okay, which I didn't read below, but we were
Oh,
always told to watch out with our wintergreen essential oil that
it's
it's
not-
what they
tea.
make aspirin like from or something. It's like in the same family. Do you remember that, Maureen, from Young Living?
Well, it's willow bark is
Willow,
the
yeah.
one that is like aspirin.
But it was
It's like
supposedly
acetylsilic acid.
yeah, it's got something in it that's similar, they were
Mhm.
saying. And
Right.
that you had to be really careful with the essential oil. In fact, it comes with a child cap on it
Right.
with
Oh.
Young Living.
I don't remember.
Yeah, manzanita, okay. This is I'll just grab the link. I think the link will fit. I'll grab it and put it in there. Partridge berries are okay. Anyway, those were the wild berries. 3 were okay. 5 were like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
All right. Let me stop sharing. I'll share the link.
Just
in
take
the
a
side.
chance.
Right.
Hello, Jonathan Colin Geddes.
Here you
Welcome
come.
in.
Hello, welcome.
It's kind of like Russian roulette.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Which chamber
is.
has that? Which chamber's loaded?
Yeah, I like what Gardening Warrior said. So we decorate with poisonous pagan plants at Christmas time. Nice. So for those of you that can see it, it'll be in South Florida Sunshine's.
I'll put it in yours too.
Okay, thank you.
And I don't think I have J3 open. I've got Laura, I think, open. I don't
Okay,
know.
so yes, willow bark
no.
is what they make aspirin out of, and it can thin the blood and in a very bad manner if it's used too much. But you could also then use it as if you do need to take blood thinners, as opposed to taking warfarin or
Yes.
heparin. You know, when
Yes.
I did have a pulmonary emboli in my lung,
Ugh.
and so I was put on heparin while I was in hospital. And then when they let me out, then I was on warfarin, and I metabolized warfarin like nobody's business, because a normal person will take, maybe about 5 milligrams of warfarin a day. And in 4 months, they couldn't thin my blood enough, and I was on 22.5 milligrams of warfarin every day to keep my blood thin.
Oh,
So
wow.
to me, I would rather look at using something like willow bark, which is natural, because warfarin is rat poison. So it's like, here, add more
Oh
rat
my
poison.
golly.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
I've
terrible.
yet to see a willow out here.
You don't have willow?
Well, I'm sure somewhere in Kentucky we do, but not where I live.
Right. Huh.
Yeah, it contains methyl silicate, wintergreen. Consuming as little as 6 milliliters, a little over a teaspoon of the oil, can be fatal. There you go.
Wow.
So just so you know, if you ever get wintergreen essential oil, it can be fatal, and to keep it
Yeah.
high
But
up.
it's, with most wintergreen, that, when you're buying an essential
Yeah,
oil, you're going to be putting it topically, not ingesting it.
Yeah. But I mean, for kids, like, to put it up away so they don't, because some kids like mint. I used to love mint. Could have taken a little nip of that,
Hey, Marlene, I am going to head to bed.
All right.
Nice.
Thanks for coming up. Appreciate that.
All right, bye.
CC.
Have a good night.
Oh,
CC.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
This time, go to bed.
Hey, I'm off for the next 2 days. Leave me alone.
Hey, I did see fish jumping in your backyard on that video.
No, you didn't. Bye.
I gotta see that video, because everybody's teasing her about growing rice and stuff.
DC has snowberries, salsa berries, 2 kinds of blackberries, hawthorn berries, and elderberries. I think that is all the native usables, though you don't want to eat the snowberries so much.
I tried to grow that rice last year. Remember, Carol?
Yeah. But did you have a low-lying area? Because they require a lot of water.
No, that's where I went wrong.
Yeah, they need a lot of water. They're low-lying.
I tried a different approach. Somebody else said, "Oh, look at this! This is great. It's growing." They probably just transplanted it and said, "This works."
Yeah. Although who was it I'm watching? I saw somebody growing sesame and rice.
Oh,
I forget who it was in the community.
But I still had a bunch of seeds, because when I bought them, there was like 100 seeds, and I didn't use.
Oh, okay.
Use a handful, so
you need to have that on the lower end of your property, because you do have sloping, right?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's another. I could probably get by with back here. We started to dig a ditch, and of course, like I said, he sold the John Deere. So, but the ditch is somewhat still there. It wouldn't take much for me to dig it back out. And that would be a good place for it, because it needs what they said, loamy soil. So it needs that water coming off the hill, and sort of a place to just like a trough. Because that's what they do in the rice paddies. They're just nothing but long troughs, really.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's very cool.
Yeah. It's been 4 years.
Still no chocolate mint.
I think it's coming.
Yeah, you can buy these kits, and you can buy them on Amazon, and even like we have them all over here locally.
Yeah.
To buy them.
Inoculation too. They have the inoculation that you can buy.
Yeah. Actually, up island there is where they'll send you the syringes so that you could do the morels and things like that. And I'd love to do that, because I do have some very shady areas. And then because I throw wood chips everywhere,
right?
But I would worry about the crossing of one from, because I grow mushrooms, like wild mushrooms, all over because of the wood chips.
Yeah,
and I think I'd be concerned about them crossing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. You have to.
So the plant with the red berries might be Nandina. but there are a lot of red berry plants out there.
Well, Barry just told me the one I found was you, and yeah, it's you. So no.
So wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong. So
You're
don't
wrong.
come in here. You
Right.
need to listen to the chat.
That's right.
Paying attention.
That's right.
Homestead Aquarius.
I'm afraid that you might have got some, poison ivy on your shin tonight. I don't know. Got to be paying attention.
She has told you a bunch of times that she wanted the chocolate mint.
They just
Again, are you not listening? It's been years. I've been listening to her say, when are you going to send me the chocolate mint? I heard it. We all heard it.
We all have heard it. Indeed. Poor gardening warrior.
Yeah.
Girlfriend, you might just have to buy seeds. I'm sorry. I hate to bring it.
I was out of hearing range when y'all discovered its identity. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You already were up here, and we don't have to let you come right up. You can come into the basement, and we can just let you sit there, and you can just
have a little time out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll call it Bob's basement.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there are witnesses. See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Gary says my chocolate mint is so delicious. Too bad you don't have one, Q.
Q, if I melt some chocolate down and pour it over some mint and send it to you, would that work?
She wants to grow her own. When we got our chocolate mint, I bought a little starter.
Yeah, I had to start too.
Trying it. Yeah,
I think that's what brought in. It was the starts though, were the typical big box stores, and that's the ones that brought in the nematodes, the bad nematodes.
Yeah.
So now I don't have chocolate mint either because I ripped it out. I was so mad.
Can you grow marigolds?
I grew. Yeah, I had some. They're done now. Got too hot and wet. Or something
right up.
Or something ate them.
Yeah, marigolds are also supposed to be something that helps get rid of nematodes.
Oh yeah, no, I used mustard. Mustard has hopefully worked, and the other one is gone. The one bed that was real bad is gone. That took that apart.
Wait, was it?
Marigold. It's French marigolds and mustard is what helps kill off the bad nematodes.
Okay.
Was it a mustard plant or mustard like
mustards powder? Like you grow, like the green leafy mustard.
The green. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
I thought you was talking about the yellow stuff in the refrigerator.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. The mustards that you grow, the plant. Yeah, French's. I just poured some French's in there.
And it just was fine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No.
Honeybees like mustard. Again, is it like the prepared mustard or mustard greens?
That's right.
We have to distinguish that.
I couldn't get mine to flower. Mine went from really nice greens to dead because of the heat.
Yeah.
The heat came too fast, and it was like it just wilted and died.
I think it's more than heat is killing my stuff.
Yeah.
My garden's not looking too healthy.
You think?
Are you watering it?
Yeah, I'm doing everything, everything it's supposed to do, fertilizing it, watering it.
Okay. It's good. It's very good.
What do you think's killing it?
I don't know.
Well, I think he said the heat.
No, he said he thinks it's more than the heat.
I think it's more than the heat because you go a 1/10 of a mile up the road to Randall's house over there, and he's got most of his garden's doing well, but he's got a few things he's having trouble with.
But it could be the heat too coming off your house where it's getting dual heat. That's what happens here. Down here.
One thing I could think left to do would be maybe shade cloth it.
Yeah, you could try shade cloth for sure. For sure. Is Randall's garden away from his home a little bit?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's way back. It's like middle of his property.
So you might be creating a hotter microclimate next to your home. your home gives off that heat too.
Well, here's a good thing.
Amplifies it.
They're all in containers. They
Well,
can
there you
be moved.
go. Move them. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
You know, the only reason they're back there at the back door is because it's easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just-
Totally understand.
And the way the sun tracks over the forest back here, because part of the forest does shade the sun in the morning about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm.
Yeah. I have to harvest my cassava just because the tree fell over right in our walkway to the backyard. Yeah.
That's when we put them jackfruit right on the edge of my wood line.
Mm-hmm.
So they got shade, and then in the evening they'll get sun, and then they're shade again.
Huh.
Nice.
But when
Nice.
it get cold outside,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go through a blanket on them.
Or I could bring them.
Yeah.
I could just bring everything in and grow it in that room over there. It's warm all the time.
All of a sudden, my Wi-Fi is wonky.
Like the only drawback to that, bringing container plants into the house, you could bring, bring bugs.
Yes, that's why I'm infested with the soil gnats and the aphids in my studio. I have been letting the conch spray, and I think that is helping because I wasn't seeing a lot of them when I was in there. Plus, it is really warm in the studio, my greenhouse studio. So
I'm just reading real quick.
I got a grow tent. I think I'm put up. It's a 5x8 grow tent.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Nice.
In the car. I think I'm put that up in the carport. Put some heat out there for them plants that can't take the cold weather.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the old sheets are a good idea. I know DTG did that when they were getting a real bad cold snap. He's in Lower Alabama now, and he grows tropicals there. And yeah, he got just I don't know, like a Goodwill type of shop, and got extra sheets and just covered his stuff.
Yeah,
and mostly everything that was covered made it. Just maybe some of the stuff on the exterior edges got a bit of the snap, but the rest of it did well.
Huh.
I'm trying to. Okay, so that's not what I want. I want to know how to do the cassava cuttings, like which part I save. I guess it's just the upper part because the bottom of my cassava tree is like this wide. I've never seen a cutting given to a person.
That wide?
Yeah, it's ready. I gotta harvest it.
You sure you can't cut it in sections and plant it?
That's what I'm wondering. Like you can with the other parts, but I've always the thickest cuttings I've ever seen are maybe like that, like a quarter or maybe a little bigger than that. I've never seen them as wide as mine is. Crazy.
I got some figs in my little refrigerator, some fig cuttings.
Ooh.
And they done been in there since I think May.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I need to get them fellas in some dirt.
Right.
I need to do.
April.
I lost. Yeah, I lost my. I had grown a great fig. Elderberry from cuttings, and but it got kind of beat up in the heat, and so I think it's dead.
Aww.
It looks very dead.
Yeah,
elderberry runs wild.
Right. But you got to find it. I don't know where our wild elderberry is down here. And then Glenn sent me some, and mine died in the heat too.
I know where mine is.
They were doing good inside, and then I took them outside, and then took them outside, and they were like, mm-mm.
I got a few open, David. I got a few open.
What is that?
He says, somebody asked J3 how many windows he has open. I see that guy in 4 places at once.
Right? That's all right.
He's the guy about town.
That's right.
Guy about YouTube town.
Amazing supporter. That's amazing supporter. Plant cuttings.
Exactly.
I'm trying to look. Select healthy cuttings.
Yeah, we're just doppelgangers. So I'm not sure which.
Yeah, that's right. He does have that twin brother, that honey.
And that's not the one that's always calling when I'm on video.
That's right. Different
No.
brother.
That other brother.
Store. Let's
Oh.
see. Cutting.
I am gonna probably start closing us down because I have been up since I don't know, very early because of the town I was in. We had to fly. I had to drive up an hour into Edmonton to fly out, and so it was like you have to be there quite a few hours early, to get through security and all that stuff. And plus I got to be up at 6 tomorrow too because I'm now back to chicken duty. Yay!
Yay!
She said duty.
She did.
Hey.
She did.
Oh, you sound like my daughter because I think on my one video I was talking about the fact that lavender it's double duty, and she said, "Oh, you said duty," and I think Nicole Smith Gardening she read it. You said duty, and it's like, what is it with people when you just say double duty? You said duty.
My kids do that all the time.
Ew. She does, Dave. She always looks so young
Aw,
and pretty.
bless your heart.
Mhm. Yeah, there was
my
that one
chickens did
picture.
miss
It was amazing. Oh, sorry.
my chickens
you,
did
too.
miss me.
I bet.
Yeah.
They
Well,
come
actually,
out. Did they come out like running, like doing? Woo!
no,
Like,
it's so hot here, so they're just like, "Oh, it's you. I know you, but I'm hot and tired. I'm gonna stay over here in the shade."
oh, poor babies.
So, yeah.
You
So
have a
thank you,
great night,
DCBs. Thanks
DC.
for coming in. Yes, I'm on chicken duty.
Have a good one, DCD.
Oh yeah.
Crop up.
Yes, and I did hear about these the U plants.
Mm-hmm.
Homestead Aquarius says I found Japanese yew toxic. Berries are edible, but not the seed. Research to be sure. Japanese yew berries are known as airless, are edible if you remove the toxic seed. Who's going
Look
to
at
do
him.
that for that teeny tiny
Look at
berry?
him. He just had to go and try and prove me wrong. I see you. But you know what? Barry said that
Aw.
is the plant. Oh,
Bless
Chichi,
you.
you're
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that.
And I'll try to keep Homestead Aquarius away from you next time if you come up in my life. No, he was so inappropriate with you. I had a talking to with him, a little speaking to with him.
Mm,
What was that?
Appreciate everybody.
I
Glad
was
you're
waiting
back.
for someone to say that. Oh, okay. I'm a little
I
slow
don't know how to
tonight.
I don't know how to pin it. I want to pin that one. Nope, I don't know how to pin it. I do really appreciate that, sir.
Very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Boop, boop.
Yeah,
is
eventually, it's like
It is pinned.
It is pinned. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm still new. I'm still new with super chats, and it is, it's like, it is moving pretty well. Like I'm almost at 1.3, and the amount of hours I need left because they jump up and they jump down. They jump up and
Yes,
jump
they
down.
do. They do. I'm
Um,
almost there too for the 3,000 finally. How close
That's
are you
awesome.
getting? How close are you getting to the 4?
I'm gonna go and look. So it's it's just a matter of keep punching the clock and
Mhm.
putting out content and stuff. 3, 2, 8, 4. So I'm looking at 716 hours left. So not bad. So it's
Right.
coming. It's
And I'm
coming.
up to 443 subs.
Woohoo!
Woo-hoo!
Yeah, they took 2 out. They took 2
Every little
hours.
bit helps.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to say our old goodbyes, and you is joining us.
Of course.
Hello,
He forgot
Carol.
something.
Oh my,
Uh-oh.
here he comes. But Barry said it was the plant. That was the mission. That was the plant.
Okay,
Okay.
he came up and he said, "Hello, Carol." So let him speak.
No,
What's up, David Corey with Crop?
that's right.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Corey.
David Corey. Gotta say his name like that. Guttural.
Hey, glamour
David,
glamour planner.
I didn't hear that y'all had identified this plant. What was it? Is it Japanese yew or some kind of other yew? What is it?
It just
Up here
said,
talking smack.
no, you. I just pulled up you, the one that you thought was you. I don't have it up now. I even put the link in there. Hold on. Hold on. They didn't.
Try to
Try to keep up.
Yes.
There's GT. He's been active. We're gonna have to get.
It
All right,
does
next
say
time we
it
have
does
berries.
say use seeds, but you know what? What parent is going to say, "Oh, but pick out the seed and you can have the rest," because they know their kid's not going to do that. It says the uberry though is poisonous, but rather than the fruit itself, and are known for causing death very suddenly. So it's the seeds. They didn't write it correctly, but still, it's
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from them.
poisonous alkaloids. I'll skip it. No, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's enough. You've got enough teeny tiny little blackberries and little teeny tiny blueberries. That's going to be plenty enough for you, sir.
Yes.
Stop with the little berries now. CC done got rumors going.
Right.
No,
Hey,
I saw them with my own eyes. Those were teeny tiny little berries.
big hands. Look,
Yeah. Hmm.
we need GT Junior to get out there the next time we go berry hunting at midnight. Right?
Leave the GT.
He got
alone.
salmon berries and like little wild blueberries and stuff
Yeah,
up there.
Can't go out late at night in Alaska. They have like big
Murder
polar
horses.
bears and murder horses and grizzlies and brown
Hey, Big
bears.
Rooster Show, thanks for coming in.
Hey,
Thank
Big
you.
Rooster.
Big Rooster, what's up?
Oh,
Good to see you.
David, the second half of this live has needed the word pause written all
Right.
over the place, and it's
For real.
and we're just skipping by the pauses.
Mhm. Like it didn't happen.
Damn, buddy.
Yeah,
Sure,
we're
Big
just
Rooster.
ignoring them.
That's what I had, Gardening Warrior. Second supper. I needed it too tonight.
Absolutely.
I ain't seen him.
House is better.
Oh, he must be over there on J3.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's on my channel.
Okay.
Hey, Mike's. Welcome in.
Hey, Mike.
You.
Thanks for coming in. We're getting some, some people must have left some other lives.
Yeah,
Just
somebody
regulars.
must beat us to bed.
Hi, baby.
Like, I'm going.
Everybody said we want to come in and just say good night.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Coming in to
Very
say
sweet.
goodnight.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
nice.
Yeah.
Cat butt. The official evening has ended because we now have cat butt. That's time to sign off. The cat's letting us all know. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Time to stop.
That's right.
Oh,
She's
so
loving
Gardening
on
Warrior says you're talking to yourself too now.
Mhm.
Uh,
Imagine so.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Thank you for letting us razz you, and sir, we appreciate that. And it was a nice distraction from
For real.
just getting to connect with one another and and tell our good stories. We had some nice good stories of people doing good things.
Indeed.
So,
Damn, baby.
It was good. Yours was
Yes.
the best. Yours was awesome and so sweet. Oh my.
Yeah. Well, it's the family,
Yeah.
It's not me. It's these
Sweet.
people that just want to.
Yeah, well, it's the family.
What? Oops.
to do good.
That was the family.
Yeah.
It's a family,
We
and it's
know.
still the family.
For real.
So I do want to thank Laura for coming up and hanging out with us, and of course Carol, my
Aw.
co-streamer, and
My
J3Gs and Storms, and you. We appreciate you coming up and hanging out with us.
Oh, you.
You.
Thank you.
It's me.
Oh, you. Keep your berries to yourself. Oh, you. We're glad to see them, but just don't be throwing them in GT's direction again.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. See, he was an impersonator last night.
That's right.
Oh, she knows.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I know she knows.
Mhm.
I sent her.
But see,
I sent her a little
GT
video.
does it, it'll give him an opportunity to be doing something up there. And it might give him an opportunity to pet a moose for me or to pet a bear
No, we
while
don't
he's
want
out
that.
there berry picking.
See, you're trying to make him do dangerous things. Will you stop?
Murder horse. You
Think you're
can't
little-
pet murder horses.
No, I'm
Hey,
thinking
sweet thumb.
you're a little jealous of GT or something, because
Mhm.
What?
I don't know. It's something going on there. I don't know.
I like GT.
Yeah.
GT's been an awesome dude for as long as I've known
Forever.
him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Tell him don't tell him to go pet murder horses then.
Well, I would go pet him, but dang it, I can't. I'm not there.
No.
And he's not petting a bear. He said, so don't even bring
No.
that up.
Excuses.
No
Yeah.
petting bears or
Excuses.
murder horses.
Put it on video. We want to see it.
Yeah, no petting bears.
But not the polar bears. No.
yeah,
Not the
Yeah.
polar bears.
no petting any bears.
Mhm.
I just want to see how fast he can run.
Moose should scare you. If you've ever seen a horse rear and they're worse, they'll just cut you right with their hoof. You're dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
They rear up real quick.
Mhm. So anyway, we do really appreciate it. Tomorrow night, Storms, Radios, and Cats will be on at
9:30 p.m. Eastern.
9:30 p.m. Eastern. I can never, I'm the Pacific girl, so I only know that time zone.
Wow, David Corey. Wow.
We're going to
That's
find
all
out if the grass is still alive.
Oh yes,
if it
tomorrow
gave up
night.
the ghost.
We're gonna
Scientific.
see. And then we're also gonna see if all of your wonderful berry plants all around that grass are all also dead because they've been poisoned by the soil. So that's gonna be the second half.
So you can't get any more little berries.
Yeah.
Just in that area.
Did he pee on it or something? What did I miss when I went to get my second supper? Why is the grass
Wheat.
gonna die?
Deep.
Oh.
Oh, he went and took a can of spray.
Oh, you stinker. You used my idea for my video? Okay, I see how
Well, he gave you credit.
Oh, Lord, I done stole an idea from...
right
oh,
off my
oh my
lives.
God.
Come on, original content really makes sense. I only got it from that
He
one
gave
guy
you
with
credit.
all.
He gave you credit, Carol.
I'm
He
teasing him.
said, no, don't make me break out my bat.
I'm
I
teasing.
had no idea that
Oh, my
you said
bad.
you don't do that. We don't have to show the results. You get your butt out there.
No,
And
you
play
go
some grass.
ahead. You do it on live. I'll do video.
No, yeah, we're all gonna go and see it on. You need to go on to Barry so we can see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
See if it really made a difference.
David Corey. Well,
Hey, Andrew.
I didn't know what happened. I didn't think he showed anything,
No,
Of course not.
Oh, he doesn't do any violation.
No.
Hello, Andrew. Thanks for coming in.
Everybody's coming
Say your good night.
We're saying goodnight. We're doing the big Southern goodbye.
Yes, it's a big Southern goodbye. As we eat we're going to eat some berry pie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sweet dreams and marigolds. Yeah, I want to see your dead grass. We can compare dead grass to dead grass.
Hey, are we?
Actually, no. You can show your dead grass, and I'll show my dead weeds.
I had no idea that you had said that you was going to plan something like that.
No, babe, it's fine. I'm just kidding you.
I didn't hear nothing like that. You can still do it.
No,
Yes,
you need to do it on Barry's channel, like Maureen said, because we need to get you back out here, with us.
I'm out here enough.
I'm gonna put it
I'm
this
breaking out now. I'm so far out here.
There's plenty of space for all of us to do it because that's what YouTube is about.
What are you gonna say, J3?
What are you gonna say, J3?
I'm gonna shut it down and watch y'all on the big TV.
Because it's not ending fast enough. Much love, J3. I hear you.
J3.
Hey,
Thank
love y'all.
coming in,
Y'all in the
sir.
streets.
Love you too.
Yes, we really appreciate you.
See, he could have joined us out there picking blackberries too, because he was running mouth on that too.
He was well. I think he could have just went to his deep freeze because he's got
He's got plenty.
lots of bags of frozen, and he started the night out eating frozen blueberries. Yeah. It's like everybody was eating on the channel, and I had lunch, but I hadn't had supper yet. So watching everybody eat, talk about ice cream, peanut butter,
Oh gosh,
cups,
now you're
chocolate.
starting it again. Right
So-
before
Yep. Just before bed. It's the best time. Best time. So
Sorry, dear.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Guilty
so I
as
did.
charged.
That's right. Thank you all so very much for coming and hanging out with me.
Love you
And
too.
we will say goodnight and God bless to you all and have a great rest of your weekend.
Appreciate
Good night.
it. Good night.